Times is perilous. I guarantee your therapist is unprepared for this. It's crazy when the terrorists control the narrative. I'm noticing they less Arabic and more Aerosmith. Place my feet on the water, Peter was fragile in. Battling them dragons in a snow-covered garrison with a lion and a javelin. Collide with Pharaoh, eye on the sparrow. My path narrow as the air behind the arrow. Deep as a Dow zones. The flow get folded like calzones. With you from tenements and brownstones. Every breath is a milestone. Inhale them chemtrails and that sin smell. You could do time cause you black as a skin cell. You can lose your mind in confinement cause you in hell. Assed out with a pimp cell. We gon' find where you at. I can promise you that. Christ return, quakish, even the Amish get whacked. I can smell revenge. I kinda need it tonight. When I say for the
all right.
All
It's
praises.
that time again. We back, man. Today's show about to be fire.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, we going into something.
Sir.
Now, y'all gonna say nerds. Nah, dog. We big fan, right? Me and my brother right here.
That's right.
Big Transformers fans. When we first met, and it's truth, we was talking about, oh, snap, the Transformers.
Oh, yeah.
Previously on Armor of God.
Roll the tape.
Like, well, he didn't deserve to be in that position. But they say he's an industry plant.
Right.
He's just there for a reason to lead the people into something.
Right.
People are buying into certain things. That's why people are put in front of your face to be false leaders. They're giving fame so that you follow them, that you love them, that you idolatrize them.
But they sleeping the same sleep that night,
So it said they sleep the same sleep, but how's that sleep?
which was indeed intolerable.
That sleep is intolerable. It's intolerable because your mind is so troubled, it's so pressed by the wickedness you never got over, the heaviness you never got over. Read.
And which came upon them out of the bottoms of inevitable hell.
That's you living in hell. Your mind is so tormented, you living in hell now.
Were partly vexed
They were vexed.
with monstrous apparitions.
They started to see monstrous apparitions. Gotta bring it home.
Right.
Monstrous apparitions. Now I see demons. I see spirits.
Right.
I'm hearing things. Read.
And the last state of that man
Look at them. They're everywhere.
is worse than the first.
Now it's worse than that one guy. That one thing was okay. That one compared to this, I'd rather deal with the one dude.
It's done grew. It's at the ceiling
Except for
now.
the seal.
It's at the ceiling now.
It's already in the room before you got there.
Because you didn't want to look, like he said earlier in the thing, you didn't want to look weak.
Look, they up on you. Go ahead, officer.
You didn't want to look weak, right? That's what it said.
Right,
So
right.
Christ said, in your weakness, I'm strong. So
Right,
you didn't want
right.
to do that. Now you got 8, 9 demons in you.
Right.
Now you're backed into a corner.
Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her.
God said, leave that evil woman.
Right.
But you hide in the wind. You won't even expose all the spirits on her.
Right.
Everything's fine. How's it going? Everything's good. You smiling too.
Yeah.
Because you got spirits. Read.
She's transmitting to you.
Yes.
You letting it happen. Go
You let
ahead.
the spirit jump. Instead of you killing it like the movie told you, you let the spirit jump from her. Now it's on you.
Right.
Come on.
But the sinner,
The what?
the sinner
Come on.
shall be taken by her.
When they say sinner, it's simple. The simple.
Ooh.
The simple. The simple shall be what?
Taken by her.
Only a simp gonna fall for that thing. Only a simp gonna end up with that thing.
Damn.
You should be. That's how you re-escape. You're
Right.
not there in the first damn place. Who wanna contest with a demon? It takes strength from the devil. Escape by not getting that situation in the first
Come
place.
on.
Therefore, I take pleasure.
He does what?
I take pleasure.
Because you know that Christ is on your side. You know exactly what to do when those things happen. You go get help. Come on.
I take pleasure
Uh-huh.
in infirmity,
Read.
in reproaches,
Uh-huh.
in necessities,
Come on.
in persecution,
Watch this.
in distress,
Come on.
for Christ's sake.
Read.
For when I am weak, then am I strong.
That's when the strength is going to come in.
Right.
But a lot of times, we won't apply what we read. We don't do that because we think we got it. No. You apply the scriptures. You're supposed to apply the scriptures.
Yes. Go back to the question this stuff.
I need to stop it, but I don't know how.
See, come on, that don't sound like sin. I need to
Yeah,
stop, but I
sin,
just
that's
don't
sin.
know how.
Damn, that's him right there.
I like this
Man.
scene. Watch this. Hey, everything is so wrong in my life, bro. But guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just smile.
Hey,
We was talking about it big.
Thing. Hey, but what show is this?
The show today, everybody, is Transformers 1, Prophets and Prime.
There it is.
Right.
That's fire. That's fire right there. Fire thumbnail. All praises.
You gonna learn today.
It went black on us. I don't know if we back yet. IT, we good?
Keep going.
All right. Yeah, they'll fix it. Hold on. I want to make sure they
Gotta
see
fix it. You gotta transform.
All praises. Okay, I
there
think
we
we fixed
go.
it.
Yeah.
I'm Officer Ray. You will?
Officer Nahum.
Officer Menahem.
Officer Ibnaya.
Officer Palai.
And this is the
Armor of God. Armor of God. Radio show.
Yeah, cue the Transformers noise. Non-homosexual related this time.
Non-side.
The Transformers noises you hear today will not be related to
The
Diddy
transgressors.
and the rest
Lord
of
willing, that era is
It's not going to be related to the homosexuality, the homosexual community, the sodomite community. Now we're talking about
The transgressors in disguise.
we're talking about a very popular series. They got comic books. They got, I don't know what she's talking about. They got comic books. Look, there's a different kind of Transformers. Yeah, transgressors in disguise.
Oh, snap. Those
Go ahead,
transgressors are more than meet the eye.
Transgressors. They way more than meets the eye.
You're going to get more than you thought.
more than meets the eye.
Oh my God.
Hey, that one.
We ain't talking about that.
We ain't talking about that.
Talking about a whole different group of transgressors.
Transgressors, yeah.
Right.
We talking about
Decepticons.
Oh my God!
All right, I'm sorry. We're going to
You know some sisters are Decepticons.
We ran with it.
They got the blonde wig on. And it's really a nappy ass afro under there.
The birds that used to be bees but still got a stinger.
They got a beehive.
So go ahead, Officer Ray. Go ahead.
What movie is it? Transformers 1, right?
Transformers 1.
Not to be confused with the first Transformers movie back in 2007. We're talking about the new movie that just dropped this year, Transformers 1 ONE 1.
Right.
That's like the origin of it. So what we want to do, Officer Name was holding it down. This is his show today.
Yeah. So basically, just get to the point, but everybody. So we're getting into Transformers 1. Again, the title Transformers 1, Prophets and Primes. Okay, because those two words are mentioned throughout the movie. You know what I'm saying? As you start watching it, when you get into it, it's a lot of good parallels to Israel. Okay,
Right.
Just that goes into the Bible, all the Bible history and stuff. So there's some good things. You know, if some of you who haven't watched the movie, hey, behoove you go check the movie out with the family. Okay,
Good little family movie.
Yeah. So
Let's get that first scripture, Ephesians 6.
get that real quick.
Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 11. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Hey, all praises. Hey, so that's what we're helping y'all put on the whole armor of God. So even in the Transformer series, the Bible's all in here.
Right.
You don't think it's just, y'all just talking about a little funny little shit. No. And to go into the history real brief, you don't mind. So like I said, we big fans of it. But when you go back, most of us had the toys. Most boys had the toys. Y'all had the toys?
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I had my first damn Christmas gift, but you know, that's holiday. That's my first memory of getting something, some type of gift was that. What's the name of the? He's a red Transformer. And I had the black variant of the toy. No, he's a red one. He's a Lamborghini.
Oh,
Mirage.
Yeah,
I had a Mirage, but they had a black variant. I was like, I got a picture of it somewhere. I was like, that's the baddest thing in the
Couldn't
world.
afford the Lamborghini Transformer.
It was big too. I come from a lower middle class family.
hey, look,
So basically, I'm the elect among Negroes.
Right.
Upper lower class family.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he said he brought it down a little bit.
Brought it down.
Humility.
With the wealthy, he got the wealthy laugh and everything.
The wealth.
I live close enough to white people to smell them when they cook. Yeah, that's about it. I wasn't invited to the barbecues.
Uh-oh.
Hey, so go get number one. Go get number one. Shout out to Officer Harrell, who doesn't watch movies.
Well, he said he did say he was going to watch it.
Oh my
though.
God, yeah.
Officer, I mean, don't watch movies, officer.
The first time you watch a movie.
I make movies, I don't watch them.
Dang. Let's read that.
Read that.
Biblical influence of Transformers 1.
right.
Lorenzo D. Bonaventura, the producer, has
I
described...
remember seeing his name on a lot of stuff back in the 90s. He's one of those famous producers for kids shows. Go ahead.
has described the film's narrative as having biblical elements.
Biblical elements.
Hey, if I can, real quick, officer, when we were talking about it in the back earlier, just to be clear, Transformers didn't have a storyline.
Right.
It never did. It was a toy first,
Right.
and then they chose to add something to it. So what they chose to go with was the greatest book ever created.
Right. That's heavy.
That's right.
Bet you didn't know.
Was it Hasbro and them? It's Japanese toy line, and they just had toys. They said, let's we got to market these toys, make a cartoon.
Right.
We need a story. Bible.
Right.
Hey, you know what I
right.
just realized? Japanese toy line. In Judith 5, what was that who knew our history? What was his race?
Ammonite.
He was an Ammonite. They always knew our history, man.
Right.
They always knew it in grave detail and
Right.
knew how to use it against us.
Wow.
Damn.
Hey, you know what, too? Don't forget the Black Samurai.
Woo.
That was in Japan, too. Okay.
That's why
that was
we
us.
here.
That was us. Okay. I heard they making big controversy about the Black Samurai, but, hey, it is true. Okay. It's a true thing.
sir.
So they always studied our history. They always had our information.
Throw number one back up. Finish reading that.
Yes, sir. I'll start from there again. The producer has described the film's narrative as having biblical elements,
Got biblical elements in it because it's based on the Bible.
particularly likening the the story of Optimus Prime and Megatron to a Cain and Abel narrative.
Now, what we're gonna bring out, also, we're gonna bring out. It's not quite Optimus Prime and Megatron as Cain and Abel.
Right.
There's somebody else. We'll show you Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
It's some heavy stuff. But read on. Go ahead, read on. Y'all keep it up.
It says, this suggests a theme of brotherly conflict
Now y'all know what brothers had conflict in the scriptures. Come on.
and the use of power, drawing parallels to biblical stories.
And if you read down, it talks about it was compared to Ben-Hur and the 10 Commandments.
Charles Manson.
So that's where it was influenced by this. And we're doing with that one particular movie, Transformers 1, because the other movies they display the characters a little bit differently. So you got some?
Yeah, I just want to be clear. I'm happy you made that point, officer. So possibly we might do other Transform movies. It's possible to happen in the near future. But we don't want you to correlate everything that comes out today with the rest of the movies. Not everything.
Right.
Some things, of course, but we're specifically touching on Transformers 1.
Right. Yeah. So, hey, with that, let's get that. Let's get number 2 real quick. You done with that, officer? Let me get number 2 real quick. Video number 2.
So I want to make a point real quick. The producer himself said that he used biblical elements.
Right.
That is what we do on this show.
Right.
We give the visual perspective behind the spiritual objectives.
It is.
That means that we don't be off when we say these people use our history to push their entertainment. Our history is the greatest history on the face of the earth in this Bible.
Right.
That's what it is. Right. So
That's
that's what we do here.
Hey, real quick, give me Deuteronomy 6 real fast. I think it's either 6 or 4. You saying that it strikes something in me. Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 6.
Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 6.
Down to 7 real fast.
And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart.
The Bible is supposed to be in your mind. That's your heart, according to Mark 7:21. Read.
And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
These things that we put into our hearts, our minds, we must diligently teach to our children. The word diligence means like you use extreme focus, preparation, planning. You exhaust all avenues to do something. That's diligence. So what we're doing here, this is a family movie.
Right.
This is how you connect with your kids. A lot of y'all have trouble, it's boring, the Bible, to children. Oftentimes, you sit there and just read, and they're not into it. But if you can go into stuff like, you see that movie? Let's go watch a movie. But we're not watching it for fun. Mm-hmm. What did you get out of it spiritually? Who was this character in the Bible? Who was this character in the Bible? What did this mean when they had this problem? This is what this helps do. Remember Bishop Y'all in yesterday's class was talking about the Israelites, that white dude, Esau, whatever his name is, Mark Esau, I forget his name. He said,
we're fractured.
We're a fractured organization, meaning when this generation die off, the children be scattered and everywhere else because they're not going to be able to convey that message through the generations. Wrong. Wrong. We're going to pass it down because the scriptures command it. Read that.
Thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
There's another avenue of getting the scriptures to your children. Read.
And thou shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house and when thou walkest by the way.
We hit the movie theater, when we to and fro. Because they get the movie. They understand way more than you think. They understand there's different themes put in the movie. The kids get those themes. And those themes are biblical. So all you got to do is tie it back to the scriptures. Read a scripture or two. You can't give them a whole breakdown. They're not going to sit in front of bishop's class and get nothing. Newsflash, your kids just sit in front of bishop's class in the congregation, and most of them just be like on their tablet, daydreaming,
playing video games.
Wrote down the scriptures with no breakdown, just wrote all the scriptures down on one side.
Just did it so they don't get a whooping later.
Right.
But you haven't made it fun for them. You ain't made it real to them. You won't diligent yet. These things make that connection with your children. Read on.
And when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up.
That makes that connection with the children. That's all I want to see also. Go ahead.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, hey, that makes that connection. That's very important to get your children involved in the Bible. Okay, that's their history. You got to make it come to life. That's what the office is bringing out. So you got that video number 2 there, IT? All right. So right here in this video here, we just showing a few little clips here and there, pertaining to the movie. Of course, watch the movie on your own. Check it out. It's very good. So we're going to show you some attributes, some things that take place here in the movie here with a transformer called Orion Pax. Orion Pax later on becomes Optimus Prime. Okay, that was his name in the beginning, and his name was changed. Okay, so play what you got real quick.
Hey, my bad, y'all. Real quick, we have to give a warning. Spoiler alert.
Right.
If you have not watched it, we're not gonna ruin it. We're gonna edify you, and you're gonna see the movie with spiritual eyes. It's gonna wake you up. But we all gonna reveal a lot of things in the movie.
It's companion God, man.
That's right.
You need it.
You gonna learn today.
That's right. Play.
Let's see what we got here. Right.
All right, hit pause real quick, just to let you know here real quick. Okay, so you see what Optimus Prime, he's in a place called the Archives, so like a library. So this way he want to find out his history. He always, throughout the whole movie as you watch it, he always had this interest in his mind that, hey, you know what happened? Why is things the way it is? Because he didn't like how he was living. He didn't like the things that he saw that was taking place. Kind of like us. So guess what? The Bible tells us to search out your fathers, like what it says in Job 8 and 8. You want to get that for me real quick? Get that for me real quick.
Job chapter 8, verse 8.
Oh, he owned it already.
For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
Right. So prepare yourself for the search of your fathers. Who are your fathers? Talking about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay. So that's who we searching out to look up to our forefathers to find out what they did. How they got themselves in this situation, and also the Bible tells us how to come out of this. Actually, give me Romans 15:4. I didn't have that in my notes. Didn't have it in my notes, but hey, the Spirit is flowing with us today. Right. Okay. So watch this right here. So we get that Romans 15:4 is going to show you whatsoever things written aforetime. Go ahead.
Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
So this is what Orion Pax is doing. He's going, he's trying to learn the ways of the ancients, okay? He's trying to figure this thing out. Read.
That we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
Right, so he always knew that there was some sort of hope somewhere, but he was trying to look for this thing. He's like, oh, there's something here. So I'm intrigued. I gotta search. I gotta find this thing. Right. So, so this is what was taking place here. So this is what we supposed to do. Not go to no damn strip clubs and the bar, the club, get drunk and high and all that. But go ahead, officer.
As with some of us, like we didn't, as we came into this truth, weren't we doing a whole bunch of research and a bunch of stuff? Yeah, that's the archive. He's going through a bunch of different books. That's also on the internet looking up conspiracy theories, reptilians, UFOs, right? All kinds of conspiracies. Book of Enoch, the Bohemian Grove and stuff like that. Right. He's like, there's something going on. I'm not satisfied with my condition.
Illuminati.
Oh yeah,
that's a big people. Oh yeah,
right. That's a big one.
Yep.
Oh my God!
What you find is, well, he wasn't Optimus at that time. It was Orion Pax. He wasn't content.
Name change.
Oh, dang.
Change, yeah.
Dang. He wasn't content with being a slave. That's his mindset. So that's why he was searching. Everybody else was like, oh, this is life. But he wasn't content with that.
Yes, sir.
Right. He was under oppression. Okay. That same thing with you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You under oppression. I don't care what level state you're at. You may have just a few sprinkle of y'all in a salt, like some pepper dropped in the salt. That may be, rich or whatever, but guess what? You can never rise above the level of your people. You still classify what your people is, so no matter what. So play that again.
What's this about?
This is familiar. Hold that right to say. Y'all who had a Nintendo, or Sega Genesis, that thing that won't play right. Guess what? Had all that dust build up in it. You had to blow.
Give me alcohol. Give me
the alcohol. Hey, I remember one time I had a friend of mine. He spilled Kool-Aid in this thing. We thought it was jacked up. It started working real good.
Right.
But wow. That was old.
They don't know what you talking about. They don't know.
Yeah, that was back in the 80s.
They don't even use this no more.
But yeah, so he had to blow that thing. Why? Because it was dusty. Nobody was looking to find out, to search out their father. So now he's going to go look. He had to blow the dust out. That was there for time.
He ain't even supposed to be there.
He ain't supposed to be there. He snuck in there.
You can't even read about your own history. They got locks on that.
Hey, I was about to say, that's the part that stuck out to me. Them laser beams, the security and all that stuff. That's the equivalent today of the Amalek community controlling all of the stuff, like the Bible that has the Apocrypha in it being almost $200 more than the regular $66 Bible. You know what I mean? Like the books being $2,400 that got our history.
It ain't made out of nothing different. It's still paper.
Right.
It's still paper. So why is it a buck something, and then the regular Bible you get from the dollar store, literally.
Right, literally.
Look, you got to think about it. They teach us in literature class about the Renaissance, right? That's the rebirth of them. They always say it was bad stuff taking place in the Dark Ages. That's when we was ruling.
Right.
Okay. So now he's trying to find out what's going on, what's taking place. Right. So now you got intrigued to find out who the Moors were in the Dark Ages. Right. Who are the people? So play that real quick. Play that. I know it's gonna be a lot of good stuff gonna start popping up out of this, but play that.
Here we go. At the dawn of time, there was our gracious and powerful creator, Primus. To protect our universe, he sacrificed his life force, transforming himself into our planet.
This is so what he's reading about here. Look, so like today this is a animated cartoon thing here. So it's futuristic, okay? So guess what? They ain't got no books. That thing play for them because they robots. You know what I'm saying? So they got the technology. So the Bible's being read to him. Okay, it's coming up as a projector screen, so he's able to watch and see how their planet was created, what took place, who's their creator, who's their deity, who's their, basically who their God is, okay? It was Primus. So Primus, he sacrificed his life force to make the planet Cybertron. So that's what you're seeing right here. So just like in the Bible, when you read about the beginning in Genesis, that's what the word Genesis means, beginning. Okay, the beginning of nations, the beginning of people. That's that root word gene in Genesis, so genealogy.
Right.
All right? So, player, you got something to say?
After you
Go
also
ahead.
go ahead.
Go ahead. I won't get that article, but you go get your script.
Oh man,
You load up 19. Go ahead, also.
I might be jumping. That's what I said.
I'm dealing with Primus. I'm still
We
on
dealing with Primus?
Yeah, I'm still on Primus.
All right, good. Let's get John 1:1.
There it is.
Yes, sir.
John chapter 1 and verse 1.
Come on.
In the beginning.
In where?
In the beginning.
Read.
Was the Word.
Come on.
And the Word was with God.
It said, and the Word was with God. Now this God, sorry, let me backstep. The Word is Primus. He is the one who sacrificed himself
right,
for the people.
Right.
I hope you see in the relation. Primus is who the Bible refers to as Jesus the Christ.
Right.
And you're going to start to see the correlation. Read it again.
In the beginning was the Word. And the Word was with God.
Come on.
And the Word was God.
Now, when it said the Word was God, meaning Christ created everything. Right. It says by him, let's get that right quick. Hebrews 1 and 2.
Yes, sir.
By him the worlds were made. Primus transformed. He used the elements in the beginning and formed the heavens and the earth. Watch this. Come on.
Hebrews chapter 1 and verse 2.
Yeah.
Hath in these days, have in these last days spoken unto us by his Son.
Come on.
Whom he hath appointed heir of all things.
Heir of all things, read.
By whom also he made the world.
So Primus made the world Cybertron. He made the people who lived on Cybertron.
Right.
I'm going to lean back. Go ahead.
Go to the article. Go to the
I do
article
got a
real
script here,
quick.
but go ahead.
It's 20, and then we'll go to 21 after that. Man, it's going to back up what you say. That's the perfect precept. You said that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. So you might be like, so y'all was making stuff up because now y'all putting it like Primus was Christ. So who was above Primus? I'm going to show you. Kind of similar to Deacon Isaac. Shout out Deacon Isaac.
Shout out.
When he went into the Marvel Universe,
Right.
he showed, I believe it was the one, what was his name? I know it's the Beyonder. And there was somebody, I think he called it one
Somebody higher
above.
than that, yeah.
Or someone higher
Yeah.
above. Because the whole thing, Jewish people get involved and they start setting up the history of the comics because they talking about the Bible. Give me that verse, Article 20. Go ahead, throw it up there. Y'all got it? There it is.
Who is Primus? The creator of Transformers explained.
Now that in the picture, that's not Primus, that's Optimus Prime. Scroll down, y'all. I want y'all to scroll down. It's going to get to a part where it says the Transformers universe. And it's going to have a bold font. Keep going. Keep going. It's right there. That's Primus, the one on the right. The one on the left is Optimus. The one on the right, that's supposed to be Primus.
He looks black.
Yeah. Yeah, he do got some black features, don't he? Look at that nose.
And nose.
He ain't transforming out of that. Scroll down.
He got a sword too.
Okay, read that title. Read that title.
Primus is a god
Is a God.
who created the Transformers.
He is a God. The word was God. Now watch this. I'm gonna prove. Now the word was God. Primus was a God. Even did uppercase G. Primus was a God that created Transformers. Go down. And Bishop and Captain Gadlight, we're going into that role as God that Christ had is different from the role of the Most High God. This is going to show you more on that. Read that down to the highlighted.
Yes, sir. In the Transformers universe, Primus is a god who dates back to the beginning of the universe itself.
So you got a lowercase g there. Primus is a god that goes back to the beginning, in the beginning. That's what we read in John 1 and 1. Read it again real quick. John 1 and 1, F9.
The book of John, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Leave it up there. Come on.
In the beginning was the Word.
IT, put it back up there. Read.
And the Word was with God.
In the beginning was the Word. So read that in the article again, Ply.
In the Transformers universe, Primus is a god who dates back to the beginning of the universe itself.
Christ is a god that dates back to the beginning of Earth itself, or really everything. Come on.
An ethereal being.
He's out of another dimension. Come on.
Primus is a multiversal force for good with many incarnations across many realities and dimensions.
Read on.
In every one of these universes, Primus stands as the last line of defense against any evil threatening the galaxy.
All right, jump down to the next paragraph.
Primus' creation of the Transformers and Cybertron.
So Primus created who? The Transformers and the world, Cybertron. He created the people and the world. Read.
Was done so to oppose Unicron.
Unicron is his brother.
What brother?
As a brother in the Bible.
His twin brother.
Well, no. Before that.
Yes, this is before.
Before that, we're gonna get to the twins. But even before that, there were two brothers.
Right.
Keep reading. We're gonna show it when I get to the next part. Go ahead.
After this, Primus entered an eons-long slumber as he entrusted his children to fight for lights.
Fight for light.
In the way he did previously.
So he had children, and the generations are supposed to follow after his example. Go to 21.
Can I pull the script? It said he fought for light. You know what I want. Give me what the light is in Proverbs 6 and 23.
Yes.
So people got to know. So this is the same thing with the Most High. He want us to fight for light. I don't know who back there eating candy or whatever. We can hear that. The paper.
There's somebody behind us with a whole bag of family-sized Lay's.
Somebody,
they got their whole head and shoulders in the bag.
He
What in the world?
this is
somebody eating the damn
security.
plastic and stuff.
Appreciate you.
the
Appreciate
Gremlins,
you, security.
Appreciate you. Got to fuel those muscles with something.
You're gonna wind up on the armor of God.
Yeah.
You do something in the back, you will wind up on the show.
Come on, real quick.
Put his picture up.
You know.
Proverbs chapter 6, verse 23.
Read.
For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light.
So the commandment is the lamp and the law is light. Read.
And reproofs of instruction are the way of life.
So this is what, in correlation, of how we doing it with the Bible, how the Most High, he left his law, statutes, and commandments here with us, for us to keep, for us to do, okay? Not for you to do your own daggone thing. You do have a choice.
Right.
You can choose life or you can choose death. Life is the light. Death is the darkness. You doing your own damn thing.
Hey,
Right.
Can I back that up with a script? Can we go back to John 1 and read 3 through 5? Because it's the rest of it where he says, that he was in the beginning with God, but it goes a little further into what Officer read in Hebrews and what we've been talking about. And it tying in what you said as well.
You said verse 3?
Yeah, 3 through 5.
The book of John, chapter 1 and verse 3. All things were made by him,
This God, right?
and without him was not anything made that was made.
Go ahead.
In him was life,
So he gave us life and what?
and the life was the light of men.
So he made us and gave us the commandments. He gave the Transformers the commandments, right? Go ahead.
And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not.
And there was a battle for good and evil since then. His children were fighting that darkness since then.
Right. Let's go to number 21. Excellent point. 21. Y'all got it? Now we're going to deal with Primus. Now remember Primus in this movie. We're going with this universe right now because there's many different Transformer universes. There's different movies. This is Christ. We're going to prove it. And we're going to show you the Most High. We're going to show you some stuff.
Let go. All right, Primus, God of the Transformers, complete family tree. Y'all big that up a little bit for me. Thank you, sir.
Find you well.
So let's scroll down. Go to number, it's going to say 10. It's going to talk about Primus. It's going to talk about two other people. Primus,
the Lord of the light.
Well, would you look at that? Y'all remember that? Go back to John 1. Keep that up there. John 1. You know what I want? Yeah, go ahead.
John chapter 1 and verse 1.
No.
I'm sorry.
Go down.
I'm sorry, verse 3.
7.
Verse 7?
Yeah.
John chapter 1 and verse 7. The same came for a witness.
Now, the man John, I think his mic is messing up.
Okay.
The man John, that's John the Baptist, was a witness to who? John the Baptist is in the movie. John the Baptist is in this movie.
Right.
Keep reading, and he's voiced by Lawrence Fishburne.
Right.
A black man.
Right.
Come on.
The same came for a witness.
He witnessed.
To bear witness of the light.
What?
To bear witness of the light.
Capital L. Read.
that all men through him might believe.
So that's the Lord of the light. That's where they got that from, Christ. All right, scroll down.
Read verse 8.
Oh, verse 8, go ahead.
Read verse 8.
Verse 8. He was not that light,
Right.
but was sent to bear witness of that light.
Right. He was sent to bear witness. So we, like you said, what he's talking about, that character who Lawrence Fishburne played, we're going to touch on him too as well. Very important character in here.
Right.
And it's parallel to someone in our history. But go
Flawless
All right,
victory.
scroll down. Come on, let's go. We got a lot. Right there. Right there.
Created during the primordial age of the universe, Primus acted as the antithesis.
Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Antithesis, whatever. Go ahead.
uh,
The
anti-
opposite.
The antithesis of the dark god, Unicron.
So there's always good and evil. The scriptures say that.
Right.
That's right. It's always
Get that-
good and evil.
We got to get that, though.
Yes, y'all work on that. Get that while we keep reading. Keep reading.
Yes, sir. Unicron, with the two being perpetually trapped in a battle across the cosmos.
There's a forever fighting. Come on. Battling
Yeah.
across the physical
Thank
and
you.
esoterical planes of reality. Go to the next paragraph.
Yes, sir, my apologies. All right. Eventually, thanks to Primus' creation of the 13 original primes.
Now, this is starting to sound familiar. Wait a minute. Now, wait just a second. Read that part again. The number's off by one, but read that again.
Eventually, thanks to Primus' creation of the 13 original primes.
Primus created primes. They named after him.
Let's blow it up a little bit, y'all. Blow it up a little bit.
13 of them.
All praise.
Go ahead.
He could vanquish his dark counterparts by trapping them within the physical plane and encasing Unicron within a massive asteroid.
So he ended up fighting, and then they both went into a certain kind of sleep. We know that is death, but the death is never the end. They cease to be in that form. We're going to show you something heavy. Scroll down. Right now, we're just dealing with the family tree. Go down. Just proving our point. This is Bible all day.
Right.
Read that.
The one.
Now, you ain't never heard of this character in Transformers. Come on. I
The
just learned
one-
about this today. Read.
The one is the father of Primus and the core of the universe.
Who is that? Who that?
Who is that?
No face.
No face. You never seen his face,
Jesus Christ.
but he made
Right.
Christ.
That's what God.
He was there. Read down. He's going to show you. Scroll down. That's just like what Deacon Isaac was bringing out in that class about Marvel folks. There's one above all. I believe it's called one above all. That's the Most High. Go ahead.
Forged from the primordial essence of order and chaos.
I mean, he was already there. That's what it means. He's already there. Come on.
The one was brought into being as a sentient core of the universe, bringing matter into existence by its birth. For a time, the one existed in perfect harmony with the primordial physical plane until it saw to the creation of Unicron after the Big Bang and noted that the dark god was devouring everything he had created and plunging reality into a state of imbalance.
So that bad guy, Unicron, he noticed he's doing evil stuff. So what happens next?
In response to that, the one created Primus.
So he created Primus. Read.
So he could so he could battle Unicron and pacify him.
Okay. Scroll down. So Primus is created to fight against that evil. That's the creator. That's the Most High. Unicron. Here's the bad guy we've been talking about. Read that. Now, he's not in this movie, but I'm just giving you some reference. This is biblical.
Right. That's right.
But it's in the movie because what's going on here is reflected in Transformers 1.
Yes.
And it's just like what's going on in the very, very beginning of the Bible is
you go.
reflected today.
Right. Yes.
All right, keep it up.
If I can, right
Yes,
quick,
sir.
officer. Hey, remember the very first thing we pulled? The producer lined it up with Cain and Abel.
Right.
It was mentioned for a reason. What officer's bringing out is Cain and Abel. Watch this.
Watch this.
Unicron, the chaos bringer. Unicron represents the greatest evil in the Transformer universe.
Go down.
Created before Primus by the One, Unicron used to run rampant as an uncontrollable agent of chaos, warping reality and devouring galaxies until his brother Primus was birthed into existence as his counter.
Came later. The big brother evil. This is something going to be passed down. Now, Cain and Abel, we don't know who. I don't think it really goes in. It might go into who's older. But I know there's certain two other people Right. Well, the older is jealous of the younger. They had the same spirit passed down from Cain and Abel, though.
Right. Get
From
someone.
their progenitors. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Keep reading. I want that whole paragraph. You read faster.
Yes, sir. After his entrapment within the physical form,
That sleep, that death. Come on.
Unicron sought to vanquish his brother.
He wanted to kill his brother. Read.
Primus across every conceivable universe, traveling between multiverses and universes.
As universal constant. Meaning every time period, eons, they're always at war with one another. Always. You can drop that. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Contact A.
Oh, no. Keep reading. Go down.
Okay.
Then I'll let you jump in.
Scroll down or
To combat primes.
To combat Primus's primes.
To combat the descendants of Primus, the primes, the 13 primes. Read.
Unicron created his own group. The Heralds.
The Herods? I mean, the what?
The Herods.
The Herods.
of Unicron.
We're going to touch on that way later.
That's right.
The Heralds of Unicron.
Oh my God!
You might have, and then you go down, they also call them Terracons and things like that. So basically, there's a lineage of good, there's a lineage of evil.
Right.
Evil. They call them in the Bible. You got it? Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So let's get Genesis 4 because it made a statement. It said that Unicron was created first. He was created first. The producer said it's similitude is biblical to Cain and Abel. Watch this. Genesis 4:1.
Genesis chapter 4, verse 1.
Come on.
Spirit.
And Adam knew Eve, his wife.
How do you know her? They laid together and they bare children. Come on.
And she conceived.
And she what?
She conceived.
Watch this, read.
And bare Cain.
Who came first?
Cain.
And she bared Cain.
Right.
Cain came first. Unicron. The darkness was there. Then came light. Watch this. Read on.
Yes, sir. And said, I have gotten a man from the Lord.
Read.
And she bare his brother, Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep.
Now you skipped the word. Read 2 again.
And she bare, she again.
So
bare.
meaning, again means after the first was born. The first one was Cain. And she again bared Abel. The producer said, it's the similitude of these two right here.
Right.
It's a reason why it's lined up this way.
Right.
For some reason, there'd be a little bit of hatred coming from the firstborn.
Right.
Because, can I get one more?
Yeah.
Let's get Romans 9. I want to show you something. Romans 9.
Bring it out.
Let me look at it. Where it says, neither because they did any good or evil.
9-11.
Yes, sir. Romans chapter 9 and verse 11.
Yeah.
For the children, being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil,
Read.
that the purpose of God, according to election, might stand.
It said that the purpose of God, according to election. With the Bible, we're also going to relate it to 2 other children who were born. One was born first, the other one was born second. That's where we're getting the lineage from. It said, but neither because they did any good or because any evil, but God set it up from the beginning. He made Cain born, and then he had someone to combat him, to fight against the evil and the darkness.
Yeah. Go back to the article real quick. Name, you got something also? Go back to the article real quick. Just to go back and reiterate that point because it sounds so good coming from the scriptures. Let's go back to the article. Read that first part. Created before.
Created before, Primus by the one.
Cain was created before. Read.
Unicron, used to run rampant as an uncontrollable agent of chaos.
He is an agent. Agents work for somebody. He works for chaos. Satan. The devil. His father, the devil. That's chaos. That's confusion.
Right.
Ooh, he's an agent of Satan or agent of chaos, which is what Cain was. Go there of that wicked one. Give me that scripture. 1 John, I think.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
They also
1
said
John.
he warped reality. Like changes times and laws.
You shall
deep
not
right there.
surely die.
Oh, snap. There you go, right there.
Warp the reality.
Yes, sir. 1 John,
3 and 12.
Yes, sir. 1 John, chapter 3 and verse 12.
Verse 11. Let's do that.
Verse 11.
Come on.
For this is the message that ye heard from the beginning.
From Genesis, read.
That we should love one another. Not as Cain.
Not as Cain.
Who was of that wicked one.
He was an agent of chaos.
Right.
Read.
And slew his brother.
There it is. He fought and this killed his brother. Read.
And wherefore slew he him?
Now they went to that sleep again, but guess what? They didn't end everything.
Right.
They had descendants. Come on.
Because his own works were evil, and his brother's righteous.
All right, that's all I got on that. So y'all can drop that. We done with that article. You go ahead, also.
Okay, all praise. Hey,
getting
there's
into
a lot
it.
of meat. Hey, there's a lot of meat. That thing is on fire there.
Right.
So,
All praises.
so go back to the video real quick. Go back to the video one more time.
Yeah, we got.
I thought you wanted that scripture about good set against evil. Or you wanted
Yes, we did one.
Yeah. I did want to say, get this Sirach 33.
I got you.
got it.
Yes, sir. Sirach chapter
14.
33 and verse 14. Good is set against evil, and life against death.
Right.
So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly.
Right, so that's how the Most High, how he created everything. He got the good versus evil, or evil versus good. So there's got to be a balance, right? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of pretty much what we see here in the, what Officer was bringing out here about in that universe right there in the Transformers. You had an evil, a counterpart that was created first, and that, then you had something good. But it was good set up first before the evil. And when Most High set it up. But read on.
So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another.
Always one against another, okay? Right. So that's how that balance is, okay? Where you make that choice, whether you're going to be good, according to what the Most High say, or you going to be an evil one, like your like Satan, okay? That's I'm going to say it like that.
Hey, and then also to add to that, you had the sons of God.
Right.
That's right.
You had the sons of the wicked.
Sons of the wicked.
That's what we're going into. Because they didn't just call him, because he said he made primes.
Yeah, he made primes.
So that would be the sons of God.
That's right.
And then the heralds of Unicron, sons of the wicked. All right, so we're going back to the video. You guys,
that's heavy. I'm not getting the scripture. That's heavy because good set against evil. You say you got to pick a side. No matter what side you pick, there's going to be pushback.
Yes, that's right.
You either gonna get, when you pick righteousness, the devil's gonna fight against you from that point on. But when you pick Satan, you now fighting against God. So you gotta pick which side you want to be on. You want to serve the Lord or you want to serve Satan.
That's right.
The devil.
That thing's heavy.
That's right.
All right, y'all got the video?
Got it.
We didn't get nowhere. We still on the video.
The first 2 seconds of the
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, praise the Lord.
We're making some progress.
Yeah.
Very
I didn't mean that in a bad way. It's like,
Right.
bro, it's so much, man.
That thing
There's
heavy.
a lot, man. It's deep. Well, go ahead.
Here we go. At the dawn of time,
In the beginning.
there was our gracious and powerful Creator, Primus. To
That's
protect
heavy.
our
Hey, listen,
universe,
that's heavy.
he sacrificed his life
That's
force, transforming himself into our planet, Cybertron. From within Cybertron's core,
Pause.
Pri-
I just got to say, because of how deep the bishops and them are going into it, that's heavy because all he's telling about is Primus. That's who created you. But there is one above him. He's not even going into that in this movie.
Right.
That's because you've only dealt with Primus.
Right.
Just like us. We only dealt in the Bible with Christ. Anyway, let's go back. Go ahead, play on.
He created he sacrificed himself to create a world with the people to come in mind.
That's right.
Hey,
Man.
you read that scripture, you made the rounds, right?
He got it. Hey.
Let's keep
I
it-
got it.
keep-
I'm trying to
keep
get to
playing.
that. I'm trying to get to the point.
Play on.
must birth the first transformer.
All right, so hold on. So now he's birthing the first Transformer from his core, okay? So what would these first Transformers play?
Known as the Prime.
Paul said they known as the Primes, right? So give me Isaiah 45 and 18 real quick. So Isaiah 45, 18 kind of touches on this thing here, on this creation right here, why he got people on this planet, right?
Right.
Yes, sir.
Read.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 18. For thus saith the Lord, that created the heavens, God himself that formed the earth and made it.
Right, he God himself had formed it and made it. So in their world, you know what I'm saying, Primus, he formed, he made, he created their world for them, okay, for the primes, read.
He hath established it and created it not in vain.
Right, meaning he ain't created for nothing. You know, you got to think about it. During the time of creation, let's say, for example, you get a fish tank, right? You got to do all this stuff that you want to set the fish tank up nice. You got to make sure the pH level is created. Then you buy the fish and put the fish in there. You can't just drop the fish in there with plain water. Everything, the atmosphere, everything got to be set up perfect for your creation, okay?
That explains why all my fish died.
Oh, man. No oxygen.
Only reason you bought the fish in the tank in the first place was because you plan on putting fish in it.
Yeah. Right. Read on.
He created it not in vain. He formed it to be inhabited.
He did what?
He formed it to be inhabited.
That's the point. The Most High formed the world for the Israelites' sake. Okay?
Right.
That's what it talks about. He said, I formed the world for your sake. For us. Everything always been created for us. Okay? Not just for the other people. Other people were created for you. Okay? They were created for us to be our servants. But whenever we be disobedient, guess what? We got to serve them because we don't know how to serve God. But it was more to that.
Yes, sir. And it says, he formed it to be inhabited. I am the Lord, and there is none else.
That's right. There's nobody else. So he formed that thing, and he said, I'm putting my people right there. Go ahead, officer.
Yes, sir. Let me get Proverbs 8 just to back it up. Watch this. Hey, it's heavy. Oh, God. That's why I don't understand. I'm sorry, I got to take a stab. I don't understand how people don't understand Christ. You cannot get to the Most High except through Jesus Christ.
Right.
It's the only way. He made the world, set it up to be inhabited for you. Watch this. Proverbs 8, start at verse 23 and then jump to 27.
Proverbs chapter 8, verse 23.
Come on.
I was set up from everlasting.
The I is talking about Primus. The I is talking about Christ. Read.
From the beginning. Or ever the earth was.
He said before the earth, meaning before he transformed and created it, he was there. Jump to verse 27.
Verse 27. When he prepared the heavens, I was there.
That's how you know there's a higher up above Christ. Come on.
When he set the compass upon the face of the depth.
Now watch this. Give me verse 31.
Verse 31. Rejoicing in the habitable part of his earth.
Watch this.
And my delights My delights were in the sons of men.
That's how you know he created it for the prophets that we just seen. His first thing that came out was the primes. That's the first thing that came out because it was made for them.
His first creation.
First creation.
That looked
And
like
best.
him.
Again? And the best.
Prime.
Hey, can I come back up with one more scripture? I know we got a lot. Hey, Ephesians 5 and 28. Ephesians 5 and 28 through 30. I'm going to read it real quick.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 28. So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. You said 5?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Read on.
So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. He that loveth his wife loveth himself.
So we know that. Read.
For no man have ever yet hated his own flesh, but nourisheth and cherisheth
Here's a
it,
comparison.
even as the Lord the church.
The same way Christ loved the church. Watch this though. Verse 30.
For we are members of his body.
What are we?
We are members of his body. We of his flesh and of his bones.
So he turned into the planet that birthed the children that lived off of his life force.
Look at that right there.
That ain't crazy, man.
I didn't think you was that. Look at God. That brother's way down there.
I got it
20 floors low.
Liar. There he is.
Hey, what's the name who will put something in front of your name?
You gonna get a prefix or a suffix to your name.
Oh, yeah. So
You gonna get one.
So finish up playing that real quick, y'all. I know I didn't realize the time, but we showed. Yeah. Go ahead.
We cooking.
Yeah. You're going to have to be another part. But go ahead and hit play.
The first Transformers, known as the Primes.
Sons of God.
Powerful Transformers, appointed to lead and protect future generations. To assist them, Primus created an entity of great power. The Matrix of Leadership. Matrix, there it is.
Hit pause real quick. Hit pause.
Yes.
You want to touch on that, leader of the Matrix? Go ahead.
We kind of, I think as you go along, you're gonna see what that is. But it's something special. Optimus got his eye on it.
Yes.
And it's key to a lot of things. Right. It's key to a lot of things. You watch that film, the whole film is centered around that matrix of leadership. There are other films too that pops out the matrix of leadership. Optimus Prime, as when he how do you say, becomes his full self.
Yeah,
Mm.
I like that.
It's because he has that matrix of leadership. You go back to the cartoons like us, like we 80s and 90s babies. Like there was Optimus Prime, and then there was the movie Transformers, the movie, the first one, the cartoon movie. He got killed. He passed on the matrix of leadership to Hot Rod. Yeah, and he turned into Rodimus Prime. He turned into a leader. So it's something very heavy. I think we can wait a little bit to touch on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because it's gonna go into who those two people are that's fighting over it.
That's right. Go into that.
Just remember that. Put it back on screen. Remember that thing.
Yeah, I was gonna touch on the next thing. So just to touch on that. So it's talking about the primes. The primes were set up to be leaders to lead the generation of people. Okay, on the earth. It mean to help push. Keep the commandments, keep everything in order. Okay, I want to say I think it was gonna say a little more on there. Let it play out through real quick.
Come on, keep going. With the Matrix in the Prime's possession, Cybertron's natural power source, Energon, flowed in abundance.
The spirit flowed in abundance. That's that water. That's that water.
John 6:63 on that thing.
All right, so go to the next. You got your thing?
Yeah. So go to give me the let me see here. Let's go to the definition patriarch number 3. Number 3, the definite, because what he's searching out is fathers, right? The fathers are the primes. There's another name for the prime. Prime's also like another name for prophets. So we got some definitions there we want y'all to read. So you got that, the patriarch right there?
Patriarch. The male head of a family or tribe.
Read.
A man who is the oldest or most venerable of the group. A person or thing that is regarded as the founder of something.
Right, so these are the founders, right? They were the first creation of Primus, right? So they're the founders. So like going into our forefathers. Read that verse 2, right? I mean that number 2. Any of those, well, go ahead, read that.
Any of those biblical figures regarded as fathers of the human race, especially Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
There it is. Read.
And their forefathers. Are the sons of Jacob.
That's right, the Israelites. Right. Blacks, Hispanics, and you Native Americans, okay?
That's heavy.
That is heavy.
That's patriarchy. A lot of people should have a patriarchy. But it said in the Bible, the only one that matters is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right. That means the Bible only about Abraham, Isaac, Jacob's descendants.
Right. Yep. See, hey, that's a heavy thing there. So now, give me the what is it? Give me number 4. The meaning number 4 about the primes. What are the primes?
About to get deep.
Get that. You got that number 4. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna give you the definition of what the primes are. So read that.
In the Transformers universe, prime refers to a title or rank signifying a high-level leader.
A high-level leader. Okay. So yeah, remember when throughout history in the Bible, right? You always had prophets, right? The prophets were set up as leaders. You had Moses, right? Moses was set up. He was a prophet of the Most High. He helped, get us up. Most High utilized him to lead us out of Egypt. Okay, you read about after he left, it was Joshua. Joshua was set up with us when we went into to inherit the land. Okay, so I mean, as it keep on going, you read about all the prophets. These were our leaders, our spokesmen of the Most High. But go back to the definition again. Just read on a little bit. Read on.
Usually associated with the Autobots, and is often directly linked to their creator, Primus.
To their creator, Primus. Like the prophets are linked to the creator of the Most High. Read.
Making it a symbol of supreme power and authority within the Transformer society. Essentially, a prime is a top-tier leader among the Transformers.
That's right. Hey, look, you're the top tier. The Most High said he raising up his prophets, right, in these last days. So we the kings and priests of the earth, okay?
Word.
So go to prophets. Give me that, what is it? Did you have that in number 5? That Merriam Dictionary, Webster Dictionary, number 5. Let's get that there right there. So we get the definition of prophet. What is a prophet? I ain't talking about what profits you something, but we talking about prophet, P-H. PH that makes that F noise. Go ahead.
Prophet, noun. One who utters divinely inspired revelations, such as, often capitalized, the writer of one of the prophetic books of the Bible.
Right, like we read about our forefathers. You got Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. You got Isaiah. You got what they call the minor prophets. You got the books in the New Testament. All of them were prophets. Okay, read on. Read on.
One regarded by a group of followers as the final authoritative revealer of God's will.
The revealer of God's will. So, like I said, for the sake of keep on going down. Go scroll down or something. Let me get some more meanings. Read.
One gifted with more than ordinary spiritual and moral insight. One who foretells future events. An effective or leading spokesman for a cause, doctrine, or group.
Oh, you hear that right there? So
That's a prime right there.
that's going into what the primes, you know what I'm saying, and that Transformers 1 movie. So the primes were equal to the same thing of a prophet. Okay, I want Amos chapter 3 and verse 6 real quick. Get that real quick. We're going to correlate that. Will show you what these prophets is. You know what I'm saying? How the Most High used the prophets. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Amos 3.
Amos chapter 3, verse 6.
Oh, man, he got it.
Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, meaning a warning, right? That warning, the people are going to be afraid when you hear that trumpet. If somebody blow a horn, honk a horn at you, you like, damn, you looking around. What's going on? Am I about to get hit by a car? Read.
Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord have not done it?
Right. So that go back to Isaiah 45, I think, verse 5 or 6, you know, where it goes into the Most High. He create evil and he create dark, the light, and, you know, that go into the Most High does create evil. Okay, read.
Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his prophet, unto his servants, the prophets.
The servants of God are the prophets. Who are the prophets? Are the Israelites. And let me prove it to you real quick. So jump up to verse 2 and chapter 2 and verse 11 real quick.
Amos chapter 2 and verse 11. And I raised up of your sons for prophets.
For prophets, read.
And of your young men for Nazarites. Is it not even thus, O ye children of Israel?
Read.
Saith the Lord.
Said the Most High God. So you mean to tell me, what's his name? What's that prophet they always talk about? Muhammad. So Muhammad, he wasn't a prophet.
No, he wasn't.
You hear that? Muhammad was not an Israelite. He was an Ishmaelite.
Right.
An Arab. Okay.
And then the Lord has shown him nothing based on what we
That's right.
In verse 7, the next chapter.
Gave him
in
lies.
context, the Lord showed Muhammad nothing. Right?
Not a damn thing.
Not a damn thing.
Okay, so go back to Amos 3 and where we was at.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 7. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
He revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. What we was reading about, what the prophets were, right? So give me Deuteronomy 29:29 real quick. Okay, so we're going to find out who are these secrets, who are they revealed to? And we learned right now who are the prophets of the Most High, right? Only the Israelites. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 29. The secret things belong unto the Lord our God. But those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law.
Hear that? God. That we may do all, only if we keep in the commandments, that he will reveal those secrets and we will prophesy. Okay?
Hey,
so jump back.
Read that again, that part where it says, which are revealed.
Which are revealed belong unto us.
Belong to us.
And to our children.
And to our children, which is also a big theme of this movie.
Yes, sir.
That knowledge was destined to hit Orion Pax. Right. Because he's one of the children of Primus. He just don't know it.
He don't know it.
He don't know it.
He feel it.
He feel it.
But he don't know it.
That's us, you blacks and Hispanics. You don't know it. But you are the children of God.
That's right.
Hey,
Roy,
I'm sorry, real quick. Can I point out something? So you remember that clip? It said, as long as the primes had the matrix of leadership, Energon flowed like water.
Yes.
It flowed like water. Without that Energon flowing, it threw everything off on Cybertron, right? Can I get a script?
Yes.
Psalms 82.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Psalms 82, verse 5. So
That's right.
as long as the prophets, as long as you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans have that matrix of leadership, those Israelites, have that Bible, you know what I'm saying? Read.
Psalms chapter 82 and verse 5.
Everything goes in order as long as we have the Bible and we keeping the commandments of God, right? Read.
They know not, neither will they understand.
So without that matrix of leadership, without that Bible, that instruction that teaches us how to move, it says we know not and we don't understand. Read.
They walk on in darkness.
So without the light, we in darkness. Come on.
All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Everything that runs naturally on this planet is out of course. Just like without that matrix of leadership, Cybertron is now out of course. You remember when they went up and they went to the surface, it was just growing ridiculously. It was throwing stuff off. Everything was done. The foundations are out of course because that energon stopped flowing as soon as the primes don't have that matrix of leadership. So without us having our Bible and coming back to our laws, nothing flows right. The earth is out of course because we ain't in these scripts like that as a people. Now we coming back to it, so we making those rivers flow again. All praise to the Father.
That's right.
Dang, look, that brings me to go to Daniel 7 real quick. You know what I want? He changed times and laws. I think 7 to 20.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
Right, so this is who's doing this right now today, right? The earth is giving it to the hand of the wicked. Who running the earth? Who going to the moon? Who doing all this stuff?
The devil.
So he going to speak great words against the Most High with his science, meaning his magic. Read.
And shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
Who are the saints? The Israelites. Psalms 50 and 5 or Psalms 148 and verse 14.
Hey, real quick, just to touch on a point, you saying who run the archives? Remember, in the movie, we don't have that cook, but he has to run and flee because security come. It's like, we done told you before, don't come in here.
Don't come in.
Right. It's funny. It's funny scene.
Look, they told him before.
That mean he been
coming. He been coming.
We own this.
Seeking the Lord.
Seeking out of the book.
Right. He been trying to say he was hungry. He was thirsty. He was malnourished.
Yes.
That's like what Bishop was bringing out in the back room when he said how he talked about the jury duty thing, and they was like when he dropped the knowledge on him, they was like
Bishop Yalsop.
Yeah, Bishop Yalsop. When he dropped the knowledge on, he said it pulled him to the side away from everybody else. What school did you go to? Who taught you that?
Who learned you, man?
Right.
He's supposed to know that. We got them archives locked down. We got drones in there.
How'd you get past security?
Yeah, how'd you get past security? That's also Bishop. Y'all saw Bishop thing they talk about when they was in that bookstore.
Right.
They said, don't you need the African American section? They said, no, we know where. Right here. And then they're finding our images in the books.
Yeah.
Very heavy.
And the book was dusty.
And the book's dusty.
Like the cartridge.
It's like the cartridge.
That
That Nintendo 64 cartridge he was blowing off.
All praises. You got that for me?
Yes, sir. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws.
So if you change times and laws, you change the times that the Most High already set up, you change the laws, guess what? You flip everything upside down.
Right.
We don't.
And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time.
Right. So he got a long time that he's ruling, but his time coming short. Okay?
That's right.
So go back to Amos 3 and finish out 7 and 8.
Book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 7. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
Right. The servants of prophets, always the Israelites. Read.
The lion have roared. Who will not fear?
So you're going to be scared you see a lion roaming in the damn street. Read.
The Lord God have spoken. Who can but prophesy?
That's the question. Who can but prophesy? His prophets.
That's right.
You,
That's
blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's throughout this whole Bible, okay? We always prophesied, okay? So go back to where were we at in here? I lost my we did that thing that said go to number 6 real quick. Video number 6. Yeah.
I was dropping gems, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man.
Oh, it's a picture? Okay. Let's put it up. Put it up though. So we could show somebody. Okay, so we got this character you'll see in the movie here. This is Sentinel Prime right here. Okay, so he plays this character. You know, he's the leader right now. He's set up. He is a set up leader. Actually, a false leader. You'll hear
always some boy, and he's direct. Remember, he's the one that's got the information. Leave him on the screen. He's the one that's got the information locked down.
Right.
He claims to be on the search for this matrix of leadership.
Right.
But all the archives is dusty. He's not even looking through the books.
Nope.
But if he's looking so hard for this matrix of leadership, why ain't he all in the libraries? Why don't we have a team of researchers trying to find out where did this thing go? He's obviously hiding.
He's hiding it. Look, there's a scene in the movie. I didn't want to play it, but we'll touch about it. So there's a scene about a race, right? They had a race that take place. So he comes back down from the surface. So he told everybody, well, we couldn't find the matrix. We're still looking for it. But you know, he's up to other things. But he's not letting them know. He got everybody sleep. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's going on. Okay, because he's hiding the real thing, what really took place, what really happened. Same thing, what happened to us, but our history. Our people walk around, they think they Negroes, Hispanics, and Indians, just crazy, you know. Right. But everybody make mockery of us. So guess what? In the movie, you'll see Optimus Prime when he was Orion Pax. Guess what? They was smaller than Sentinel Prime. You know what I'm saying? Sentinel Prime, he was real big and strong and tall. You know, because they had this thing called a transformation cog that made them, you know, to transform and do what they needed to do. Yeah, I do have an image of that. So
can I jump real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go to Jeremiah 8.
Yes, sir.
Why you getting that? You started
Get that image real quick of Orion Pax real quick. Orion Pax. Pull that image up.
Jeremiah chapter 8 and verse 10. Therefore will I give their wives unto others, and their fields to them that shall inherit them. For everyone from the least even unto the greatest is given to covetousness.
Their leaders, the Israelites' leaders are covetous, greedy. The people that's left over you don't care about you. Read.
From the prophet even unto the priest, everyone dealeth falsely.
Everyone over you is dealing falsely. Now this brother, I say brother, but he's not really. He's dealing falsely. He's lying. Then his story
pull up Sentinel
parallels with pull back up Sentinel Prime. His story parallels with a lot of your leaders today. Right. Why it makes it look like they're trying to find solutions from your destroyed community because Cybertron's destroyed. And they got a war going on with other races. He just shows up. He's like, yeah, I just got back from battle. I'm looking for that thing to win the war, but I didn't find it. But you know what? Hey, we got something we got to turn on TV. And,
here's a quick distraction.
Here's a quick holiday y'all can celebrate.
A smoke screen.
It really has a holiday. That whole race is an annual thing. It's a race.
A smoke screen.
A holiday. Hey. Smoke screen.
Oh man!
Yeah,
go
ahead, read on.
Scripture first.
Yes,
finish up.
Yes, sir.
Don't lose your thought.
For they have healed the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly.
We gave you some entertainment.
Appease me.
We appease you. Yeah. We keep you distracted. Take away the pain. Painkillers, but not the cure for the disease. Some painkillers, but the disease progresses.
Right.
They're false leaders. They're not giving solutions. Read on.
Saying peace, peace.
He said, hey, everything's fine. There's a whole war, but really, we've been lost. In the movie,
right?
They've been lost. He's under subjection to the enemy. What are they called? The quintessons. Quintessons. They're against the Transformers. There's a whole different race of robots. But the whole point is, he's serving the devil. They're basically Satan. Right. He just serves Satan. He's acting like, I'm fighting against Satan out here. But really, go back and they show later in the movie, he bows down to Satan.
They're the Romans.
The Romans.
They're the Romans.
That's good. That's the Romans.
Go ahead. Hey, let me get 2 Corinthians 11. Watch this. 11 and 13. Just to back it up. Hey, you want to know what's crazy? So, officer, all praises you brought out the edification that a prime and a prophet is the same thing. His name is Sentinel Prime. So I looked it up. I said, what does Sentinel mean?
Uh-oh.
Watch this.
Uh-oh.
It says, a soldier or guard whose job is to stand and keep watch.
Dang.
But he's a gatekeeper from the information that's at the library.
Dang.
But watch this.
Anointed chair to cover.
Yes. But he is the enemy. He's the false prophets set up to do harm. Watch this. Come on.
The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 13.
Yeah.
For such are false apostles.
Liars, false. Come on.
Deceitful workers.
They're what?
Deceitful workers.
Because in the movie, all he does man, I'm telling you, I watched it with you, Officer Nahum. From the time I first set eyes on him, I said, that brother full of it. He too vain. He was too clean, polished. It was too perfect, and everyone else was in captivity. I said, he off. It ain't never set right. Come on.
Deceitful workers transforming.
Doing what?
Oh my God. Play the transformer noise.
I was trying to
Transformer noise.
Transformer noise.
Read it again.
Read it again. Come on.
Transforming.
The Transformers noise.
Transforming.
Read it from the top. Read it from the top.
For such are false prophets.
Yeah.
Deceitful workers.
Come on.
Transforming themselves into the apostles of Christ.
He has the word prime at the end of his name like he's a child of God. He was never a child of God. He was a deceitful worker. Read on.
And no marvel. For Satan.
For who?
For Satan
Come on.
himself is transformed into an angel of light.
That's why he was so polished. He is the devil the Bible speaks of. He came to do the works of the devil. He transformed himself to be a God. But he was a false prophet.
Somebody clap, man.
So TD Jakes transformer.
On point.
Joel Osteen transformer.
Come on, officer. Come on.
Hey, look, you remember what's his name? Bumblebee said? He said, badass Tron. Yeah. But we got, guess what? But look, but we got a badass UL. Badass UL.
Badass of him. That's badass of him.
Give me Ecclesiastes 7:7 real quick. So you will see throughout the movie, you know, there's Sentinel. I'm about to say Optimus Prime, but Orion Pax, who is Optimus Prime, you'll see throughout the movie, he was like, man, something ain't right, man. This dude here, he a phony. There's something off. He knew it, but read what you got.
Ecclesiastes
Y'all throw his picture number 7 up there while we talk about it. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
So it says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. Okay, so you upset while you going through that oppression. Or we see how people get gunned down in the street and nothing happened, right? But read.
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
So that's what happened when he came up. When he came back, he said, you know what? We got the race coming up. So everybody all hyped and pumped up about this race. You know, just that race thing was the thing what you said about the Greekish fashions. Right. I'll let you touch on it. I don't want to take your thing, but you brought it up about the games. Go ahead.
Right. So Sentinel, what he did was he like Officer Minahan was bringing out, he transformed himself into an apostle. He transformed himself into a minister of Christ, right? So that means that he didn't take the route of a righteous man to get that. He had to do some underhanded stuff. So you compare that to our history, it's a dude named Jason. He was an ungodly Israelite. You got it for me, Pilate?
Yes, sir. 2 Maccabees chapter 4 and verse 7.
Yeah.
But after the death of Seleucus, when Antiochus, called Epiphanes, took the kingdom, Jason, the brother of Onias, labored underhand to be high priest.
Right. See, Onias was the high priest. So Jason labored against him underhandedly to transform himself into that priest, that prophet, that apostle of Christ. Read.
Promising unto the king by intercession 360 talents of silver.
Hey, he got with the enemy. He got with the enemy in order to set himself up to gain position. That's what Sentinel did. That's the same thing he did when you watch the movie. He went to them little quintessence box things, and he was like, hey, I'm going to serve you so I can get myself a position amongst my people, but I'm going to drive them into poverty. Watch what Jason did. Jump to...
the whole time talking about peace.
Right. It's talking about peace, but really he got you working for the enemy. Right. Give me jump down to let's see what happened. Go to 14.
Verse 14.
No, matter of fact, 12.
Verse 12. For he built gladly a place of exercise under the tower itself, and brought the chief young men under his subjection.
He brought the chief young men. So he took the other Israelites and brought them under subjection to the Greekish fashions that he was bringing in. Read out.
And made them wear a hat.
Come on.
Now such was the height of Greek fashions and increase of heathenish manners.
So he brought them games and all of that stuff, you know, the discus and all that other stuff, the Olympics,
Right.
Through the exceeding
That race,
profaneness
Right.
of Jason,
Of
that
Jason.
ungodly wretch and no high priest.
Right,
And who we haven't really touched on these people, but who is the I won't take it from your point, but who was the people winning most races and involved in most races? It was his people.
Right.
They had cogs. Now the cog, we talked about it a little bit briefly. The cog is, what does cog mean? What's that short for?
Nation.
Cog, Go
Your
ahead.
cognitive senses.
Cognitive senses, cognations, understanding,
Right.
including knowledge of who you are. Certain transformers, so I call them Cybertronians. That's what this thing calls them. All the
Yes.
people on the planet is Cybertronians.
Right.
But then there's some aligned with the evil and some go to the good.
Right.
So the ones that are clearly upper class,
Yeah.
they have the cog. They have the cognition. They're an oppressive race, and they're the ones involved in all the races, and that's the one that
They were
he's
rich.
pandering to.
Right.
They're rich.
Yeah.
Everybody else is lower class slaves in the mines.
Celebrities.
Officer.
Celebrities, yes, sir.
Athletes.
Officer.
They call him-
Wait. I'm sorry. Do y'all remember Sentinel's position in the beginning?
Right.
He was the servant. He was the servant to the pine. He was in the bottom.
He wanted to be the prime.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He wanted to be the prime.
Get to number 9. Let's go to number 9. Eight.
Yeah,
Is it eight?
Eight is a picture.
8 is a picture.
It's
Go to
crazy,
9. Jump to 9, y'all.
Right.
This
See
is
where
live.
we at? Because they called the workers in them. They called them no cog bots. That's what they called them because they didn't have a cog.
He said no cog
Niggas.
bots. Niggas. I was about to say.
You got that?
No cog
Number
bots.
9. Number 9.
Niggas.
IT.
You think without a cog you be dead? That's what it's saying. You think without a cog you be dead? That's what you basically dead men.
Number 9. Dude, play that. Real quick.
So right there in the middle of their chest is where their cognition is supposed to be, but it's empty. They're basically. Give me Proverbs 21:16, real fast. That's basically what it is. They're without understanding. Keep the screen. Keep
No
it up. Keep it
breath
up.
of
Keep it up.
life.
No breath of life in them. That stuff in the middle of the planet,
Right.
not in them.
Right.
It's not in them. The energon. It's
Right.
not
The
in them.
Energon.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 16.
Read.
The man that wandereth out of the way of
Through
understanding
covetous leaders, they're not teaching you nothing. Read.
shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
So that's what we show them. Keep the image up. Y'all come on, IT. Leave the image up. That's the congregation of the dead. That's you and your church. When you in church, you look like that. Ain't no cog in your chest. Ain't nothing in your mind. You just a slave.
Just
you
a
ain't
slave.
thinking about nothing.
You small. You ain't nothing.
Right. Play.
A peon.
Peon. Go ahead, play, sir.
Defines a transformer.
Is this
Is
8?
not
This 8?
This is 9.
said 8.
8 is just a picture.
It's just a picture. All right.
Yeah, go to
You don't
number
have to
9.
do 8. This guy. Go ahead. Officer.
Yeah, play number 9. Go ahead.
This is
So before you go, this is Alpha Trion, right? This is the character Lawrence Fishburne plays right here. Okay, so we could actually before we play, go to picture 8 real quick. We have to go to picture 8. Go there, picture 8 real quick. If y'all could pull it up right fast. All right, this is picture 8 right here. So what he's got there, he got in front of him those that are the transformation cogs, what they call it. This is what makes you transform. This will make you, you know what I'm saying, stronger, you know, and it transformed them to be who they're supposed to be. But, you know what I'm saying, and he's going to bring out information. He's letting them know. He said, this is what happened. This is what took place. Because he was the last of the 13 primes that was still living. Everybody else had died off, got killed. But go back to number 9 again. Start 9 over. Go back to transition to number 9, and we're going to play that again.
You know, that's a great similitude to those things he's holding. Heart.
Yeah.
He had brothers' hearts. Go ahead.
Yeah.
what defines a transformer is not the cog in his chest, but the spark that resides in their core. A spark that gives you the will to make your world better.
Dang.
My fellow primes.
Can you run that back? Can you run that back real quick? I think we missed it. Go ahead.
Defines a transformer is not the cog in his chest, but the spark that resides in their core. A spark that gives you the will to make your world better. Damn. My fellow primes had that spark.
So not you just see
And
that.
I see their strength in you.
Hold that. Hey, pause real quick. So he sees their strength in them. So I'm gonna make correlation. Alpha Trion, that he will be what we call today John the Baptist, or or the prophet Elijah. So he's gonna bring the hearts of the fathers to the hearts of the children.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He's bringing us back to our remembrance.
I'm gonna read it real fast.
Go ahead, get that for me.
Malachi 4 and 6.
Chapter 4 and verse 6.
That's what I get for you.
And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children.
That's Alpha
That's
Trion.
that. That's Alpha Trion.
And voiced by Morpheus.
Yeah, by an Israelite.
Who Morpheus was in the other movie, John the Baptist in
John the
Matrix.
Baptist,
He was John the Baptist in the Matrix.
There it is.
Come on.
And the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse.
Right. So they got it. So now they're coming back to. They're coming and they learn it like what they're hearing this, and it's hard for them to understand what happened, what took place. They're like, nah, this can't be true. You know, I want to say I think the next video goes into it, but we're gonna play this for right now. And what they're getting, the transformation cog, is they're getting that breath of life.
Right.
That Holy Spirit.
Spirit.
So we got that thing with the 4 Holy Spirits. You could somebody can send that up there. But in the meantime, play. Go ahead and play the video.
Play
the video.
Go ahead, play.
Take their cogs and access your full potential.
Full potential.
Primus, Onyx, Alchemist, Micros, warriors of noble spirit, loyalty, strength, their uniqueness enhanced by these.
You are your forefathers.
Their weakness enhanced by these?
Their unique.
Uniqueness enhanced by these. So go, hey, I want you to go to, I'm going to show you what happened prior to, go to number 10. Video number 10. Go there real quick. So this is what took place while they was in there.
You might want to show that though. Can we just show what happens? You transform?
When he transfer, okay, I want to save that for them to watch.
Oh, all right. I mean, let's save it. Let's save
you
it.
want to see? Hey, our childhood coming into it. We want to see.
All right, we're gonna show everything.
We want to see the transformation.
They transform. They transform.
Yeah, they did. They did.
We warned them already, officer. We about to ruin it for them.
Yeah. Hey,
we warned them.
Go ahead and play.
Let's go.
Play for Badass You Will.
Badass to try. Badass to try. They tuned in.
Yeah,
I want to
that's
see
a
him
script.
transform.
Go
Watch the whole show and nobody transformed. Go ahead, play. Y'all skip ahead a little more.
Onyx, warriors, their
the hearts.
uniqueness enhanced by
What happens
these.
when your father's heart is put inside of you? Go ahead. It makes you transform.
So you are always these people.
Yeah, you always be true. He said your spark was already there. But the cognition changed.
That's the armor of God. The armor of God.
Oh my God. Radio show.
Hey, sisters too. Sisters too gotta get down. Right,
They were
Keep going.
one. You are one. All
you
are
are
one.
Man,
Don't give me Bible. Don't give me Bible. Y'all won.
Well, we have you gave us the ability to change your world.
Change the world.
dang.
Who's going first? Who's going first?
John chapter 17 and verse 21. That they all may be one, as thou, Father, art in me, and I in thee, that they also may be one in us, that the world may believe that thou hast sent me.
Flawless victory.
Number 20, verse 22. And the glory which thou gavest me, I have given them, that they may be one, even as we are one.
I got another scripture.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know who's gonna bring something out on that. Go to verse 20, because a lot of this was about belief.
Yes.
Right. Well, what's his name? Orion Pax believed. Therefore, because he believed, he studied.
His faith.
And his faith increased. And he went on that journey. Bishop talked about a hero's journey. He went on that hero's journey with is it D17?
D17.
Yep. Which we ain't even got to that yet. D16. Yeah. We ain't even got to him yet. But he went on that journey, and when they finally got their cognitions, their cogs, then they transformed. And then they became one. With who? With Primus. And Primus is in them. That's right. Read it again. 20.
Verse 20. Neither pray I for these alone.
That's the disciples. Read.
But for them also which shall believe on me.
The prophecy of Primus. That's what it's going into. That you two, y'all gonna get y'all cogs back. But what someone came and said, you never had cogs. I don't think we played that part yet. Yeah. Matter of fact, we skipped that part.
No, that's what I'm saying. I got it. It's coming up next.
Yeah, go ahead.
Believe on me through their word, that they all may be one.
That they all may be one.
As thou, Father,
the sons of Primus, the sons of God, read,
art in me, and I in thee, that they also may be one in us.
So this is Christ speaking about me being in you. Like the Father's in me. I can be in you. And we're connected that way. That's why when you get them calls, your spark already bear witness with. I throw a lot of stuff in there. There's so much you can throw in there. But it's like, you are physically the Israelites. You just don't have that one. Your heart ain't right. So now that your heart right, you're connected to me. Now I can be in you. Now in the movies, Alpha Trion in them. But in here, it's Christ in us. Connecting us to who? The Most High God. Now we are one. No, not no damn Trinity, not no stupid Trinity, three-headed white Jesus running around. No, we are one in Christ with the Father.
That's right.
That they also may be one in us, that the world may believe.
What world is that? Is the world of the Israelites.
Right.
Come on.
That thou hast sent me.
All right.
That's right. So you got something?
Hey, let's get.
Come on,
2 Corinthians 5:17.
Yes, sir.
Watch this.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 5 and verse 17.
Now, this is how you know that you now have cognition, that you actually have understanding. Let me, if I can real quick. Understanding isn't just, we're the children of God.
Right.
It's not just that. You must know your heritage, who you are. It plays a major part in your understanding. Watch this.
Therefore, if any man be in Christ,
if you're now in Primus, if you now have understanding because your spirit bears witness, read.
He is a new creature.
You now get to transform and you put on your godly mode. Come on.
They gotta be ready. He is a new creature. Old things are passed away.
So now they left where they were. They now became new creatures. What do you do after that? The scripture says, after you get your house together, you go wake your people up. Read it again from the top.
Therefore, if any man be in Christ,
come on,
he is a new creature.
Read.
Old things are passed away.
Come on.
Behold, all things are become new.
All things are become new. You have just been transformed.
Right. Hey, y'all skip one. Go to 9. Y'all skip 9. Y'all went straight to 10.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, man, you supposed to go to 9. Who did that, man? Dang.
Y'all went to 10.
Shame.
All right. Let's see. No, it's got it. Where does it start? Start it. Because it starts, he's talking a lot. He explains that. Because this is where he says, like, the brothers think they were born without cogs.
Yeah.
That's the one you
Whether
skip.
it's either 9 or 10. It's one of the two.
It's the longest one. It's a 4-minute one. Is that 4 minutes? Is it 4 minutes? One should be off.
Yeah, it's going to. What he's talking about is going to show you what happened before they got the cognition. Okay, so the cog or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. But before they got their power, guess what? Now it's going to explain to you how they were feeling when they found out the truth.
It says Alpha Trion gives transformation cogs. It's 4 minutes 29 seconds long. It says. You want me to, I can send it back to the channel.
Come on, IT.
Psalms 19 and 7 real quick while we waiting on IT.
Let's
get it. Psalms chapter 19 verse 7. Because what gave us that understanding? We read the Bible, but there's stuff in there. Like, because a whole bunch of people got the book. Like, for instance, all those people on top, they had the cogs, the people doing the races and all that, but they never tapped into that true potential because they were lacking this. Read that.
Psalms chapter 19 and verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul.
That's what really makes you a transformer,
right?
That's what you like he said. It's not. He said it's not because you're of a certain breed or whatever. It's like John the Baptist said, it's not because you're the seed of Abraham that makes you special. God could give anybody cogs. He could give anybody those things, but it's because you're keeping the commandments. It's because my spirit is in you. That's what makes you a God.
Right.
Yeah.
Read on.
The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple.
They was at a simple mind state. That what we gonna get ready to play here soon. It made them wise. But read on. Verse 8.
The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes.
Now they're able to see clearly because they were blinded. They're gonna mention all this is gonna be said
full potential.
as soon as IT can find the footage.
Golly.
Come on, y'all.
Don't their eyes light up when they get the thing?
I mean,
toward the end.
Now their eyes light up regardless. So watch this right here.
All right, here we go.
You're gonna see what
This
happens.
was 9, y'all.
Hit play.
Now you have seen the truth.
The truth. Go.
Right.
Every day, every single day of my life
That's DC.
has been
That's Megatron.
a lie.
He's realized his life.
I knew it. Deep down, I always felt something was
primed.
off.
He deceived everyone.
When he's talking about
Pause. Hit pause real quick.
Talking about Sentinel Prime.
Yeah.
They finally figured out. They started to read. It's everything we learned was a lie.
Damn.
Right.
Christ is black. We are Jews. Slave ships is in the Bible.
Yeah.
That's how we felt. It's like, man, this damn white man
Look at
been
their
lying to
chest.
us the whole time.
Pastors.
Yeah, when you see all them chests is empty, okay, because they had no transformation. And they're smaller when they're like that, but when they get the transformation cog, they get bigger and stronger and
Like their
wise.
forefathers. All the primes were huge.
Yeah, all of them were huge. Look how huge he is to them, but hit play.
Yeah.
Self-power and then put us to work paying off his debt.
I can't believe it.
Sheesh.
Dang.
Well, obviously, I can believe it. I just saw it, but I can't believe it.
He can't believe it. It can't. Hey, look, hold, hit pause. That's how our people are when we teaching them on the street. They can't believe the truth.
Right.
It shocks them. It take them a while to wrestle with that. That's why, Jacob wrestled with the angel.
Right.
Guess what his name would change to? Israel.
Israel. Hey, there's a lot in here because right before it, he showed them Alpha. What's his name?
Alpha Trion shows
No,
no
Sentinel
Sentinel.
Prime. Sentinel Prime betraying. He wasn't even a prime. He was a servant.
Yep.
And he sold his brothers out to the devil, Satan, and killed them and helped kill them all. Right. So it's like us discovering not only is Esau lying, he killed our forefathers. He put all the people. He was behind all the death and destruction. He sacked Jerusalem. He's the reason we ran to Africa.
Right.
Him, the guy that lied about our history and locked it all away.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And he had that spirit of Judas Iscariot. He
Yes.
was the betrayer. But what he
was the
really
betrayer.
wanted, if you watch the movie, he wanted the leadership of the matrix of leadership. I said backwards.
They wanted for Christ, but
he
Christ wouldn't give it to
Yeah,
him.
Primus didn't give it to him. Primus disintegrated that thing, and everything. When that happened, everything stopped flowing. Everything went upside down. But he finished playing that
Play
thing.
it. Just a little bit more.
A little bit more.
That part where he says it.
Dang.
To my face.
It was all a sham. How could we have been so gullible? Oh, this is going to change everything.
They could change.
You just had to do it, didn't you?
You could.
What
Hold up now. Now we're getting into the point.
Come on.
Now we getting
spicy.
who these people are right here. Some of the people that may not know
it's mindsets
Transformers.
Yeah.
So the two people on the screen, that's Orion Pax. We've been talking about that's the red and blue one. Right. This gray one is, put him back on the screen, please. Put him back on the screen. This is, they call him D16. He's
D16.
Megatron, the future bad guy.
You see him with the Decepticon.
He's got the logo on it. Yeah, that's the Megatronus face.
Face.
I didn't know that, but that's the symbol of the bad guys. Now there's a divide. These two, right now, they are basically brothers. I want some clips real quick. We're going to come back to this clip. Go to my clip 18. There's a lot, bro. Go to my
Every
clip
little word they
18. And I think I'm missing one.
He said this could change everything.
Yeah.
Those of you that watched the Transformers movie before, you might recognize this bad boy right here. Go to clip 18.
Some of y'all run away, don't even want the cogs. Y'all be like, I know he's the devil, but I don't want to.
I don't want to know
fight him. I don't want to fight him.
Because knowing you got to, you don't have to fight him.
I'm content with slavery.
Y'all got it?
Yes, they pull one up.
And then I just threw another one up there. All right, play it. Yeah, this is the very first movie back in 2007. That's Megatron. Pause. That's the Megatron. That's after, this is way after the events of this movie. When he becomes a full bad guy. He's a sharp-looking, crazy-looking guy. A lot of power. Play on. You like all your kitchen utensils put together. There's Optimus Prime in his phone. After he's got his cogitation.
You left me no choice, brother.
All right, stop. Bruh. This so heavy. This go back to 2007. I was like, I didn't know they was brothers. My whole life, I didn't know that those two were brothers. It's like, where did they get that from to make them brothers? Go to the next clip if y'all can throw it up real quick. Where it says, this is from Transformers, the last night.
The last night, yeah.
This next clip. Yeah. And it's like some hella foreshadowing that we ain't even get, because we was in the world watching these movies. I'm like, how are they brothers? Why are they fighting? Why would brothers fight?
Right.
Damn.
Yep.
And be so opposed. They don't look alike. Damn. They don't even look alike.
Hey, you notice,
fraternal. They're fraternal.
Hey, also, you notice Megatron has no color.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Megatron don't have no color. Look, he gray.
And you have officially redeemed yourself.
He's back. Play the Transformer noise for him.
Officer,
He's transformed.
When you watch the first movie, the one we touching on, he winds up getting a mark on him.
Right.
And it had to stay permanently.
Right.
What you just seen on his arm was a sticker. But then the devil came and put a mark permanently on
Badass
him.
for him is back.
They associated his spot with red.
Yes.
Bruh.
He did have a mark.
Yeah.
Bruh.
And that mark was sin.
Sin.
Dang. Y'all got it? Dang. They deep right here.
Yeah.
We getting in there. All right, that's it. This is from the movie The Last Night. That's like the fifth movie. I ain't like it. But go ahead and play it.
Continue.
That's Megatron and Optimus fighting. Orion Pax. Pause. There's the mark. Go back. Y'all see it? That's what Officer Badasserman was talking about. You see on his face?
Yep.
He got a mark. Give me just real quick.
Yeah.
Get it.
Hold that on there. Stay there. Stay there.
Marks everywhere.
And you're showing it right there in that clip that Officer Nahum just had pulled up.
Yes.
That mark is affecting him.
Yes.
He's making him not listen to what his purpose. Alpha Trion had a purpose for him. He had a better idea. He wanted to do things his own way. Go ahead and read that. You know the 4 and 5.
Genesis chapter 4 and verse 5.
Yep.
But unto Cain and to his offering he had no respect.
No. I want the mark, bro.
15.
Oh, you want to go straight to the point? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Verse 15. And the Lord said unto him, therefore, wherefore slayeth Cain?
Remember, Cain.
Whosoever slayeth
When
Cain.
we talked about Cain, I'm going to need you to drink some coffee.
Yeah, get the spirit.
It's like, remember, we going to Cain and Abel were who? It was Primus
And Unicron.
and Unicron. Right. Those are the forefathers of those sons of God and the sons of the wicked in this movie. Which we're finding out the descendants are Optimus Prime, which is Orion Pax, and Megatron.
Right.
They're the descendants of these two forces. Read.
And the Lord said unto him, therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain,
God put a mark on Cain.
lest any man finding him should kill him.
That mark passed down.
Right.
That mark passed down. So that is the mark that came out of Unicron.
Right.
That's the mark of evil passed down through generations. Go ahead, play it.
There's so much stuff in this chapter.
Just that chapter, man. Go ahead, play it.
Once.
No, go back. We missed the whole point. I want that quote. Start from the top.
We were brothers once. Once.
There's the end of the brotherly covenant. We were brothers once. They both said it. And that's in movies that won't even relate it to this. And then this movie came out and everybody was shocked. It's like, oh shoot, they was like brothers. They was cool. All right.
Hey, look, you remember in the movie, There was a scene when you saw the end of that brotherly covenant.
Yes.
He had the opportunity to save him after he shot him. Yeah. You remember he shot him when he was trying to save Sentinel. I mean, when he was trying to save D16 from becoming Megatron.
Right.
But he jumped in front of the way of him killing Sentinel, so therefore he held him when he was about to fall off. Yeah. And then he contemplated for a minute.
We got that.
He contemplated for a minute.
Hold on, we got that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then he said, "No, I'm done saving you." That's the end of the brotherly covenant right there.
That was Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
Let me get scene 11 real quick, y'all. Give me scene 11. Number 11 here about Alpha Trion. Give me that scene 11 where Alpha Trion says, he says something prophetically in here. Okay, this is when he get caught. This is his death scene. You got it for me? Scene 11, AOG? All right. So watch this right here. You're going to see this right here. What he said, he says something in there, something that's going to take place, something that's going to happen to Sentinel Prime. Okay? So I don't think we loaded it up. You're going to have to find it and load it up and add it.
Amen.
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, yeah, hey, this thing here is deep. But watch this right here. Hit play.
Alpha Trion, you are still alive. Would you look at that? You look horrible.
Traitor. You are a disgrace. Primus will surely...
Yes, shut up. I seized an opportunity to take control of my future. Anything to get out of working for you and that boring council of elders.
Wow.
Wait a minute. He sound like Edom.
Wow.
He sound like Edom.
Wow.
Anything to get out of working for you.
He said anything not to be in a servitude position anymore. That's how he wound up being what we know in the movie as Sentinel Prime. He betrayed because he was the servant who took over.
Man, they should break.
He was a set-up leader. He was not a spiritual leader. He was set up. It wasn't chosen. Okay,
right.
So in order to be chosen, you get the matrix of leadership. That's the only way to be chosen. But go ahead on, hit play.
I would watch you, Prime, spend half the day losing a war, and the other half sitting around waxing poetic about loyalty and honor. And now look at you. Hear my word.
Hey, Paul, he said loyalty and honor. This is what they was bringing out for everybody to have loyalty, have honor, meaning dignity, have some morals and things of that nature of yourself, meaning law, statutes, and commandments, the light. Right. Okay, what we going into, Proverbs 6:23. But hit play.
He criticized how he was fighting against Satan. Right. Those people Satan. Yeah. Meanwhile, what he ended up doing? Serving Satan.
Being a servant to Satan.
Servant to Satan.
My bad. Right. Being a servant to Satan. He criticizing them for fighting in the war, right? He criticizing them for fighting for righteousness.
Right.
That's how the Esau is. They criticize us for fighting for not going with their status quo.
Right.
Meanwhile, they just over there serving Satan.
Serving Satan.
You know what I'm saying?
You heard what he said. Remember, he told him Primus is going to. Right. He said, "No, I don't want that crap." Right. He cut it off.
Right.
But rewind it just a few seconds back and hit play, please. All right.
Seized an opportunity to take control of my future. Anything to get out of working for you and that boring council of elders. Seriously, I would watch you, Prime, spend half the day losing a war, and the other half sitting around waxing poetic about loyalty and honor. And now look at you.
Hear my words. You will fall, and a new Prime will rise.
You go again.
A new Prime. He prophesied. He said, "Hear my words." He said, "You will fall, and another Prime gonna rise up."
Thus saith the Lord.
He wasn't no Prime, but he was set up by the quintessence or quintessence.
Devil
set him up to be leader. Okay,
he was.
And he had the no-cog bots. He had them working in the mines as slaves, and they were giving all that energon to the quintessence. But go to hit play.
He wanted Prime, but he was faking. He was Prime-ish.
Prime-ish.
He was Prime-ish. He was Jewish. He was a fake Prime. He was Prime-ish.
He was Prime. Oh, he done dropped the nugget.
He was Prime-ish.
With a bomb
Prime-ish. He was Prime-ish.
Controlling archives.
He looked like
a controlling info.
Yeah. All right, play on. So now we got to go ahead and hit it. Go ahead, play on. Oh, my God.
Script to go with it.
Because he's going to kill him the same way it happened in the Bible. Play.
To any more speeches. There were others in the cave with you.
Where's Sword at?
Don't
Who are they?
to me.
They ought to be your undoing.
They missing it.
Lost.
They missed
Sentinel. Nothing.
See that? He beheaded him. He cut his
He
head
was
off.
what?
He was beheaded.
So when we say it's John the Baptist,
Out.
the prophets ain't just saying it because it looks good. No, it's
Right.
in the scriptures and it's in the movie.
And he was in captivity. He's right there.
Yep.
In front of his, read that scripture.
Yes.
Did it.
Yes,
Read
sir.
that
The
scripture.
book of Mark, chapter 6 and verse 18. For John, well, I'll start at 17.
ahead.
For Herod himself has sent forth
Who?
and
Who?
Herod himself had
Or Sentinel Prime himself.
Had-
Prime-ish. Sentinel Prime-ish. There won't no damn Prime. Go ahead.
had laid hold upon John and bound him in prison for Herodias' sake, his brother Philip's wife, for he had married her. For John had said unto Herod, it is not lawful for thee to have thy brother's wife.
Nasty. He judged him according to the law. Read.
Therefore Herodias had a quarrel against him and would have killed him, but she could not. For Herod feared John, knowing that he was a just man and a holy, and observed him. And when he had heard him...
Jump down to the point.
Yes, sir. Verse 22. And when the daughter of her...
No. I want you to go to 24.
Yes, sir. Verse 24.
Interest of time. Come on.
And she went forth and said unto her mother, what shall I ask? And she said, the head of John the Baptist.
Behead that Israelite. Behead John. Read.
And she came in straightway with haste unto the king and asked, saying, I will that thou give me by and by in a charger the head of John the Baptist.
Verse 27.
Verse 27. And immediately the king sent an executioner and commanded his head be bought. And he went and beheaded him in the prison.
There it is. They beheaded John the Baptist, who what? Prophesied of Christ. The herald of Christ, which was what he just did. Because remember, John also baptized Christ. Right. Look at what happened with Orion Pax and his father. Got what? Pretty much baptized. Right. They got the understanding put in them. The understanding was the Holy Spirit. Converted. Now, I'm not saying water baptism, you got to have it. Right. But it's really the understanding went into them. Yep. You know, a Christian to take that and run down the street.
Ephesians 5:26.
Ephesians 5:26, that water. All right, let's go. You got my. Oh, I found a clip. Did y'all get the clip? I got the clip. I put the clip in there. Play the clip. Clip that.
Clipped up.
Load the clip.
Load the clip. Unclip the clip.
Hey, while they getting it, can I get a script? If they don't got it, can I get a script?
Yeah, get the script.
Hey, get Isaiah 28 and 14, because he prophesied against him. Isaiah 28 14, try to read real quick. I don't want to hold up too much
Isaiah
time.
chapter 28, verse 14. Wherefore, hear the word of the Lord, ye scornful men that rule this people.
You sentinel primes, you pastors, you wicked leaders, read.
That rule this people, which is in Jerusalem. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death and with hell, or we had agreement.
That's how he was. I'm fine with my people being in captivity, as long as I'm on top, read.
When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us.
I'm going to be good.
For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves.
He built a whole false reality. 18, and that's it. He built a whole false reality. Watch this.
And your covenant with death shall be.
This is what he was prophesying against him. He cut him off. He said, they will be your undoing. Know what promise is coming for you. Read.
And your covenant with death shall be disannulled.
This ain't going to last forever, your kingdom.
And your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it.
When Primus come back, you gonna die.
That's right.
Can you get that clip 19 real quick? 19 and start at 4 minutes. Clip 19. Start at 4 minutes real quick. So we're gonna show you something what Megatron said, okay, or D17, D16, whatever his name was. But play. You got that?
You got the clip that game?
This is the one before. Okay. Yeah. Hit play. Start at 4 minutes. No 4 minutes. Number 19. Now go to 14. I mean 19. 19. Clip 19. So you're gonna see here 19 here. We're gonna see what this is when Megatron, him and Sentinel is fighting. Okay, they fighting each other. Yep. So he getting ready to kill him, and then after he kills him, something takes place. I know this is a spoiler. I had to say it like that. Yeah,
I know what it is.
That it got at 4 minutes. Go on here, play.
another long story. He got followed.
Also, pay attention to his eyes.
See him? He took.
Oh, you skipped the thing.
He part, huh?
You skipped the thing.
What we skip?
When he shot him. Optimus. That's what I.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Yeah. I mean, we can.
All right, we'll come back around to it. Go
We'll
ahead.
come back around. Yeah, we can close it that way. Yeah,
Yes,
we'll close
yes.
it that way.
Yeah, that's perfect. Go ahead.
All right. So he
Not for long.
took the transformation cog from him. That transformation cog was Megatronus Prime. Okay, that was D16. That was his favorite prime. He was known as the strongest one of all the primes. So that's why Sentinel said when I killed them, I took his cognation because he was the strongest. That's why he was kind of strong in the movie, as you see.
Right.
So now he said, he gonna take his cognation, his cog, and he gonna put it in his chest. We about to watch it, and he gonna make a speech and say something that's very, very important. Play.
Crimes have ended. No more false prophets.
Hear that?
Follow me.
Go back a little bit. Run it back.
He told you what he mean by that.
The age of crimes has ended. No more false prophets. Follow me, and you will never again be deceived.
Hold that real quick. So now he's holding camp right now. You know what I'm saying? He teaching his doctrine, right? They said no more primes, and he said no more false prophets.
Right.
To let you know, the primes and the prophets is all one the same. Here in the movie, okay? That's where I got that from. That's the title of the movie. So now he gonna put that thing in him. Hit play.
Rise
Badass you will.
Hey, real quick. Hey, you know what's heavy about that scene? Remember, the people were already rocking with Sentinel Prime.
Yeah.
They were already rocking with him. Megatron, D17, then kills him and literally takes on his spirit. That's why the people were raving like that. They followed the same exact spirit. There was no difference in it.
That's right. It just went on, and it was that cog was infected.
Right.
by that spirit, and he already had that evil in him, and it just made him even more corrupted. Okay,
Right.
So you said you wanted that one part with
that,
Megatron.
yeah.
Is it in that same?
That's the last one I loaded up.
It's in the last one. Go to that last one.
Let's go to Genesis 25. We done mentioned too much, and we ain't got to it.
Yeah.
Give me Genesis 25, 21.
We squeezing a lot in.
We are squeezing a lot in.
The book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 21.
Come on.
And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived.
So a man, Isaac, who's a descendant of Abraham, entreated the Lord to get his wife pregnant. And it worked. Read.
And the children
Now there's two children in there. Read.
struggled together within her.
There's a spirit in those children that made them want to fight each other. There's a spirit in Optimus and Megatron that made them want to fight. It showed up many times throughout the movie where Megatron, whose name was D16, he would just be bucking up against him. Because he was the big brother. He was the authority. He was the force to protect Orion Pax. He would always watch out for him, make sure, because he's hard-headed, getting in trouble all the time. He's like, you always. That's what in this next clip he said. I'm tired of you being my little brother. I'm tired of having to be.
I'm tired of having to save you.
I'm tired of having to save you. I'm ready to stand up in my position as the leader. I want to embrace my birthright. Come on.
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
Come on.
And she went and inquired of the Lord.
Read.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Autobots and Decepticons.
Right.
Autobots and Decepticons going to come out. Read.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Autobots will be stronger. The Jews, the Israelites will be stronger than the Edomites. Read.
And the elder
the oldest, the one that's the protector, the firstborn, the son of Cain, Esau, read,
shall serve the younger.
He gonna have to serve his younger brother, which would be the son of Primus, be the son of Christ, the son of God. Come on.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
We were brothers once. Come on.
And the first came out red.
Now, in this aspect, red in humans, we don't got no what? Melanin.
Melanin.
And the thing, Officer Peliah brought out so heavily, There is no color on Megatron. There's never been a color on him in no show ever, I don't think. Maybe one. But the old school, he was what? Colorless. He was gray. In the new movie in 2007, he was gray. In this movie, what color is he? No color. Washed. Wasted away is he. Wasted away. His
eyes is red.
His eyes is red. Dang.
Reed? He wasn't hot.
Wow. And the first came out red all over like in Harry Garner. And they called his name Esau.
They called him wasted away is he. The devil. That's what Esau means. Right. Don't listen to the stupid dictionaries. It means wasted away is he. All right. Let's go back to the clip. Let's go to that new clip. Hopefully y'all got it. Oh, no. Jump down. We got to go there. Give me verse 28.
Verse 28.
You read fast.
And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat his venison. But Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob sawed pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage.
So through his weakness, he said, let me get some of that pottage. I'm weak right now. Read.
For I am faint.
I'm faint.
Therefore was his name called Edom.
You won't give me that uncooked meat. So I won't. Therefore his name became red, like the meat. Edom means red. Read.
And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright.
Give me your birthright. Give me your birthright. Come on.
And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. What profit shall this birthright do to me?
Come on.
And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he sware unto him. And he sold his birthright unto Jacob.
Jacob didn't steal it. He sold his birthright to Jacob. Come on.
Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils.
I want the rest of it.
And he did eat and drink and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.
We're going to see that in the movie. Esau despised his birthright. He also goes into his father giving the blessing. Esau didn't get the blessing either. Right. Though he carefully, we say he saw that with tears. He didn't get the blessing from his father either. That's the next chapter. But let's go back to the show. We might have to get that last.
He didn't get the blessing either. But it's going to show.
That's what he's going into.
Ooh. He did get the blessing award. That's the strongest.
We're getting there.
Oh, let me shut up.
Simon, you late.
Thank you, also. Thank you.
A liar.
Play on.
Now, you saying back then, you were breaking down why that happened, right, officer? Because he knew, someone said because he's going to. Yeah, it was me. M9. Yeah, put the mic to your face.
Yeah. So, in this scene, Optimus was not trying to save Sentinel. He was trying to save D16 from becoming what he knew killing Sentinel Prime would make him, it would turn him into. That level of evil does something to you. He knew what was going to happen. So he was going to sacrifice himself for his brother. So his brother wouldn't turn out to be that evil person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. I would say to add to that, there's a scene in the movie when I want to say Jazz was working in the mines. He was about to get killed in the mine. Hey, he sacrificed himself to save Jazz, his fellow brother as well. Okay, so everybody knew he was a good person. Okay,
he had the same spirit as Primus.
Same spirit as Primus.
Right. Sacrifice himself for his people.
Same spirit we got to have. Same spirit as Christ. We got to sacrifice our bodies.
Right.
Living sacrifice. Go ahead. So at first he shot. That's his brother.
No. Why did you do that? Why?
Pay attention to his eyes. They're still gold like everyone else.
No.
Called D in my brother's name.
I'm done saving you.
Whoa. Right. Y'all gotta know where to pause it, man. Come on, IT. Go back. That's it right there.
Y'all know when to stop. I was gonna see other than hey.
Brotherly covenant done.
No. That's not the part we want. What do we want? Y'all know what we want.
Hey,
give me what I want.
You got
and right here.
It is.
That's a lot of people's favorite part of the movie. You read the comments and stuff. That's a lot of people's favorite part right there.
The no melanin shows when the red shows forth through his skin. Look at this. Also, red symbolizes rage.
Right.
It's letting you know now there was steps to becoming like this. It wasn't a instant transformation just because he shot him. There was a lot going on prior to this. Watch this. Get Hebrews 12.
He inherited Unicron's spirit.
Yes.
That's when he finally became Cain.
That's right.
Cain is in him now. Cain. It's activated. There's no turning back.
So what verse?
Hebrews 12 and start at verse 14.
Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 14.
Verse 14 is going to explain what Optimus was trying to make sure he kept on him. Watch this.
Follow peace with all men.
Do what?
Follow peace with all men.
Read.
And holiness.
Come on.
Without which no man shall see the Lord.
If you don't keep that spirit on you, you ain't gonna see the Lord. You will not have righteousness. Come on.
Look diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of
that
God.
Looking diligent is you. When that temptation comes, you need to know exactly what manner of man you ought to be. How exactly you need to move. Which decisions you need to make in that time. Come on.
Lest any root of bitterness.
A what?
Roots of bitterness. Springing up, trouble you.
Now, from the beginning all the way to this point, you see that root of bitterness. He kept having to save his brother. He kept having to contest. Hey, I'm the leader. Give me the spark. Throughout the entire movie. When he got here, that root of bitterness is now deep inside of him. Come on.
And thereby many be defiled.
Now he's fully defiled. But watch what happens. Well, look what it says in the New Testament. Read.
Lest there be any fornicator or profane person.
Come on.
As Esau.
As who?
As Esau.
That same twin brother. He had a root of bitterness. He knew he sold his birthright. He knew that it was prophesied that these things was going to happen. But what happened? He broke the brotherly covenant. And he had a perpetual hatred for that man. Come on.
Who for one morsel of meat?
Oh, no, I'm good right there. I know we got some more stuff.
Yes, sir.
So just to show he had a root of bitterness and he became a profane person at that point.
Can I get one? Can I get one? Just one. 1 John 3. 1 John 3:15. Yeah. Yeah, 1 John 3:15.
The book of 1 John, chapter 3 and verse 15. Whosoever hateth his brother is...
Hey, I'm sorry. We got to start up. Yeah, just start at 12.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 12.
Read fast.
Not as Cain, who was of that wicked one.
So Cain was of that wicked one. Come on.
And slew his brother.
And killed his brother. Read.
And wherefore slew he him? Because his own works were evil, and his brother's righteous.
That's what happened right there, where you saw Megatron decide that Optimus' works were better than his. Yep. So it was a lot of hatred. Now jump down to 15.
Verse 15. Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer.
We were brothers once, but now he just let him die. That's murder. He could have pulled him up and saved him. He already shot him. But it's murder now, read.
And ye know that no murderer hath eternal life abiding in him.
He ain't never gonna be worthy of that spark that he looking for, that matrix of leadership. He ain't never gonna be worthy of that.
Yeah. So let's play. IT, put it back on the video. We're gonna let it play. Does it play out all the way to the? Let it play all the way out, and we're gonna show you. We're gonna end it like this. Let it play out. Go ahead. Again.
I'm done saving you.
We showed that part. Let's jump ahead.
Jump ahead. Yeah.
This is where he kills him. You
Get to the part where
no. We want this part.
Yeah.
Because his death. Himself.
Hold on to chatter in the back. Hold it down.
Oh, it's 3 nights.
3 nights right there. Yep.
That's also us killing old men.
All right.
Okay. So he's gone down into the core of Cybertron. Now he's going to see Find this in the pond and speak to him.
Switching up early.
No more false prophets. Follow me, and you will never again be deceived.
Orion Pax, your noble sacrifice for the greater good has proven you worthy in the eyes of Primus. He entrusts in you the future of Cybertron and the matrix of leadership.
Nah, play it. They'll both
fall into the future.
He got another way though. I got a different one. I'm about to stick on me. Hold on. That's going to the blessing. Get the blessing real quick. Go to Genesis. Keep that on the screen. Blessing, and it's two different blessings. Yeah. One, get it. You know what I want? Genesis 27, real quick.
Yes, sir.
Real quick.
Genesis chapter 27 and verse 28.
And triumphant.
Yes, sir. Therefore, God gave thee the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee and the nations bow down to thee.
That's the matrix of leadership. Come on.
Be Lord over thy brethren.
There it is. Be Lord over thy brethren. Be Optimus Prime. Go ahead.
And let thy mother's sons bow down to thee.
Now get the other one.
Verse 38. And Esau said unto his father.
So that was Jacob's blessing. That's what Optimus Prime received, the matrix leadership. At the same time, Megatron's getting that dark thing. He said, well, don't I get one? He went down and said, don't I get a blessing? All right, well, here's a consolation prize. Read.
Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father.
I'm not going after the first thing I lost. I want something different. Read.
And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew from heaven above.
That's them being everywhere. Esau, come on.
And by thy sword shalt thou live.
He's going to be a warrior. That's Megatron. Everywhere he goes, when you see him in that first movie in 2007, he looked like just a bag of sharp knives. That's Esau in the spirit. They just a bag of sharp knives people throw around. They just nothing but war and warfare. The sword and weapons and guns and bombs. Read.
And shall serve thy brother.
And he going to serve thy brother. You still going to lose to your brother. Come on.
And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Verse 41.
And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing.
So hit play real quick. You see the good and evil transforming, right? They're transforming at the same time.
The twins being born again.
All right. Hit play. Regeneration.
Megatron!
Rise! Optimus Prime.
Oh, man. God gave him his name.
He declared himself, but God gave him his name.
Right. Yeah, so, hey, I guess what it would say, due to time, hey, y'all need to go watch the movie. Officer Radio, you want to close it out?
Yeah, you got it, man. Hey, we have to touch on some more of this. Like, there's a lot of history. We skipped a lot of stuff. They still going to be surprised by the movie.
Yeah.
We left a lot of that stuff out. And everything was really deep. The movie was very good. As you can see, that tied directly into the Bible. 100%. You want to bring anything else up? All right. Hey, that's a fire show, man.
Right.
That was a fire show, man.
Oh,
all praise him. Transformer noise one more time. They got all praises. Hey, I'm Officer Raywell.
Officer Nahum.
Officer Menahem.
Officer Ibniah.
Officer Peliah.
And this has been the
Armor of God, Armor of God radio show.
All praise. Go watch that movie, man, y'all.
And donate.
Badass of him.
Badass of him.
Yeah.
Times is perilous. I guarantee your therapist is unprepared for this. It's